Boom! How we doing? How we doing? What's everyone up to? We're actually broadcasting on multiple platforms for the first time, which could be interesting. So, yeah, bring it on. See how it goes. And if it doesn't work, we won't do it again. So, yeah, it's been a while. It's been all of like 6 hours since I was live. So yeah, had a few beers since. So just saying. So, and all that sort of stuff. So let's go through the comments who we've got posted up here so far. We've got Luke John, how you doing, brother? Thomas, all good people. These are all on YouTube comments so far. David Wilson, good evening, son. Hope you're doing all right. Craig H. And what platforms? So my Facebook page, Twitter page, and my Twitch page. We'll see how that works out. We could get some randomness going on in the chat, but it is what it is. So yeah, I hope you've all had a good week and stuff like that. And yeah, we're in proper prime drinking time here in the UK. Unless you're starting early in the US. So cheers to everyone. Thanks for joining. Yeah, I hope you had a good week. It's been pretty damn warm here down in the southeast today. But yeah. Oh, what am I drinking? So I've got a beer from the Lord's Brewing Company. Good friends, John and co. up in Huddersfield. Is the can of their Kolsch style beer, which is actually called First Date. Don't tell me why. I'm sure if you look it up, you can find out all that kind of carry on. So yeah, nice. Just done a little review of that. So there we go. Very kindly given to me by John. Quite a while ago, actually. And my last beer I've got from Stanley Brewing Company out of Tavistock in Devon. God, mate. The End of Innocence. So Quebec Pale Ale. I've got the window open. 4.5%. That's why dogs bark when you open windows and seagulls cry. Is what it is. I can't help it. It's too warm. It's got to happen. So yeah, let's take these off. I can't remember that one. Don't remember that one. Shut up. thing. Afternoon you get seagulls. At night you get dogs. But yeah, that's just me. So yeah, let's send the link out to a few people. Got a sneeze. Bear with me. Let me put it on mute. So I've got the link. So let me just. I sent it to myself because I thought I might join. Okay, Luke. Well, I've sent you the link. If you know, if you're too, I'll leave it with you, man. Oh, shut up, you fucking thing. Oh, right, okay. They don't start barking. They've just literally start barking. So it's like, I'm not shutting the window. It ain't happening. Right, now I've done that one. As well, so where's my link? It's like, all that sort of stuff. So, bear with me. Right. Anyone else? Then I'll have to ask. Simple as that. Me talking to myself like that, and we've got more people watching now. So thanks. Some nutter talking to himself. There we go. We've got seagulls as well, like you do. Yeah, I've had it before, Luke. The Kolsch style thing. It's okay. Quite a multi thing, which you'd kind of expect with the style. But yeah, it's okay. It's drinkable. It's got till like November on it. I actually got it last year. They gave it like a year and a half shelf life. But yeah, it's drinking not too bad, to be honest with you. It's curled up quite well. This is Guile number 118. Best before November of this year. So almost like barley wine-esque in colour. But yeah. I've sent you the Luke, John. I've sent you the link, Luke, John. There we go. Yeah, I had a few beers today, so now we've got the Swift screaming. Now the goal's starting. We've got youngsters on the roof as well. They weren't born up there. They were born about 3 doors that way, and they decided to come back to our roof. So and all that sort of thing. So. But yeah, hope everyone's well. What's everyone doing? Is anyone having a beer at the moment? What's going on? Are you getting prepared if you're in the UK for this bit of warm air that's coming up next week from down south? So, what's going on? Steven Seagal, yeah. Steven Seagal, the worst actor ever. Shocking. Good at martial arts, but he can't act for toffees. Is he Belgian as well? Or is that someone else? That's Jean-Claude Van Damme, isn't it? Whatever. Same. They both can't act. So they're pretty shit at acting, but yeah, they can. They're all right at martial arts, aren't they? Yeah, yeah, they're a bit thinner than me in their day. I think Steven Seagal now is probably as fat as me, to be honest. So, but yeah. Oh, how you doing? Good craft beer up in the house. Cheers. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're keeping well. If you've got any festivals coming up you're going to, I heard rumours you're going to London Craft Beer Fest. I don't know if I'd rather ask the people involved rather than hearsay. Hope you're keeping well. Cool beans, drinking a coffee and hazelnut stout. Lovely. That sounds really nice. Sounds pretty damn good, man. Mark, that's the name. Rubbish at names. Forgive me. I'm always full of warm air, Craig. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Yeah, and apologies for the other night. Apparently, I was giving you shit on another channel, but not in that way, but just like beard up is what it is. People saying hi to each other. Cool beans. It does sound nice, doesn't it, Luke? Yeah, that stout does sound pretty good, to be fair. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you can well, Mark. Cheers for joining. I appreciate it. If you want to join, let me know. I could fire you over a link if you want. I know you put the wrong beer in the wrong glass then. Oh. Quebec IP or Pale Ale into a Kolsch would have been quite interesting, Cuvée wise, but no, we're not going to go there. Yeah, you're possibly going to Great Britain. Yeah, I'm going to that as well. So, I'm going on the Tuesday afternoon, the trade day, and then I'll probably get an open ticket after that, and then just see. Because I'll only be up the road in Battersea, so. I'm not going to go every day, but I might go Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I don't know yet. Or if people say, "Are you coming today?" I'm like, "Nah, I might do." I don't want to go too crazy though. But I've already got a trade ticket for the Tuesday, so that's definite. And after that, we'll see how it goes. But yeah. Yeah, I got a trade ticket, but it's annoying with it being it's crap. Yeah, most of the festivals like midweek, isn't it? So apart from obviously the Saturday, the last day, but yeah, as I say, I'm only going to be in Battersea anyway, so I go up on to London on the Monday, and then stay with family, and then. So the first week I'll be in London. That week I'll be in London, and I'll be going back probably on the following Monday, and then coming back on probably the Thursday, which is the following weekend. The weekend is London Craft Beer. Is it London Craft Beer Festival following week? Perhaps the week after. So probably 2 weeks. Yeah, so I'll be in London for a little while, and then just go with the flow. I have to come back probably for a few times in August. So yeah. Mark saying very well, David. It's Friday. I'm back on the beers today. It is a good day indeed. So if you want the link, Mark, you're very welcome to join. It'd be good to have a chat with you and stuff. If you're not busy or whatever. I've had that one, Mr. Wilson, part of the. Oh, okay. I've not heard of it before, to be honest. So there you go. Okay. Yeah, I'll put it on Insta. Yeah, no worries. We just started, so you know how my streams go. There we go. Yeah, that is the right link. Sometimes I've sent old links before. It's quite funny, isn't it? That link don't work. It's like, oh shit, it was last week's. Okay. I've done that a few times in the past. But all right. There's the link. No worries. Whenever you're ready, I'll be around waffling on like I do. So yeah. Anyway, what people have got plans this weekend? Anything going on? Barbecues. The weather's going to be all right, I think. Next week's going to be steaming. Everyone ready for 104 degrees of Fahrenheit heat. Yes, it's going to get that hot in the UK. With very limited ACs on. Boom. I mean, if you're in Arizona or something like that, then I'll be up in about 15 minutes. No beer. No, that's all right. Just man, that's fine. You don't have to be drinking beer to join. It's absolutely fine. You got the link, so whenever you're ready, if you want to, whatever. Luke usually like Gardenbury. This box is so. I've had a beer. Gardenbury. This box is so it's best. Hoping Pennsylvania July box is better. Okay, yeah. I've still got them beers in the fridge. Is that a beer 52 jobby, David? I assume so. I've still got about 7 of them left, but I'll probably just drink them. I'm not going to review them or nothing. Oh, good afternoon, Vanessa. Thanks for joining again. Hope you're keeping well. How'd you get on with the fishing today? Did you catch any for the Barbie earlier? Hope you did. It sounds cool. And I want to see photos on your Instagram if you have. So I haven't been on Instagram properly to look. So I'm absolutely definitely not under no circumstances watching Love. Right. Okay. Fucking hell, man. I'll be on here now. Just saying. You're going to the O2 on Sunday. Oh, I can't pronounce that. I need to send the link to someone else I've just remembered. There we go. So we send out a few links to a few folks. So have I Sky Plused it? I didn't even know it was on. It's just full of fakes. Fake tan, plastic people, not living in the real world, got rich parents, pretty until they actually open their mouths, and then that's it. They just can't be doing with it. No. Garbage. It's just simple. It's just, I can't do it. Never have been. Too vain. Just, but unfortunately, the world we live in with Photoshop and Instagram filters world, you know, a fake world. But I have Sky Plus it, saying that, but yeah, I'm joking. So, but yeah, no, it's just not my thing. Not my thing, I'm afraid. But if you like it, have at it, as they say. So, I've got a comment thing down here saying, I can't post comment to certain destinations. Learn more. I don't really want to learn more, really. If I press that, it might throw the whole thing out. So I don't know what's going on with that shit. So, whatever. Oh, how are you doing? We got someone in. Have I got the right background here? Yeah, I have. There we go.
Cheers, mate. How you doing?
On like you do, fucking bullshit.
I've turned up with an empty beer. How bloody?
What?
I know.
I see that. You know,
I just had a Verdant and Braybrook collaboration Pilsner.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. It's nice.
Let's have a look at that.
Nice.
Wow.
4.8.
Okay. Light's a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. It's a white can. It happens.
Was that nice?
Cool.
I thought I'd go for the old start off with a few lagers tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I started off with a few earlier, and it's like, yeah. Cheers, Henry, mate. Cheers for doing what you do. You know, I don't need to say nothing really. So he's good. He's good at that. So Luke saying hi to you, Jackman, and all that sort of good stuff.
How you doing, Luke? Nessa, I hope you're well. Hope you're good.
Leave off, Craig. I can see it now. 3 p.m. on Sunday. Wedged on the sofa and binge watching it. 3 bags of pickled and onion Monster Munch and a 4-pack of yuzu milkshake. Yeah, I don't like yuzu. So, no, I don't mind it. Yuzu. I'm thinking of the hop. Shut up. I watch it with the sound turned down. Anyway,
how you doing, the craft beer up? Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good.
Yeah, good to see Mark on. He might join in a while after Love Island.
I might go on Love Island. How do you reckon I'll get on? I've never even watched it, to be honest. But
I haven't got the figure to go on Love Island, mate.
yeah, nor boy.
I don't think they take fat people on there. So, do you know what I mean?
I'm growing by the day.
Do you know what I mean? I might have the look from about there, but the rest of it.
I'll tell you what though.
Who's that fat bastard? You know,
after Monday and Tuesday,
with no tan on and stuff like that.
After Monday and Tuesday, I might be skinny with all the heat. Might be melting away.
Well, yeah, I think if you're going to start a diet, then I reckon next week could be a good shout. To be fair, so yeah.
Craig, it's your. I mean, I said to the other guy, I said I'm going over to see Craig.
No, I didn't. I messaged Steve before. I said, look, don't stop your stream.
Yeah.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
I said it's just something I've done most Fridays for ages. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't want him to feel guilty, and I've told him that. So hopefully he's still going.
It sounds that there's loads of people on.
That's what I'm saying. It's not.
I don't. And all that. Yeah. Yeah.
There's always a thing of watching stuff for another time, and
obviously this is your stream, mate. But it's just true. We feel said, "Oh, it's all right if I pop onto Craig's stream for 20 minutes." So it's not my stream, mate. So
no, you can do if you want.
Yeah, I said. I'm sure.
I don't want to upset Steve though. So it's like, unless someone comments in the comments, then I'm not gonna. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I've sent a link out to a few people, and then that's it. I don't want it going crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Christina's having a good time tonight. She's had a few drinks.
Yeah, I noticed that. She was a bit.
She made a concoction of. She was on the sangria, and now she's added this other drink to it through a straw. So it's.
For a straw.
Yeah, I know.
I know she was banging on about the thing I don't talk about, as I said in the thing, but I don't go there. I've been on there too long to talk. I know, and Steve got annoyed with it all, and it can get a bit. It gets even worse if people don't agree. It's like, don't go there. I like watching it, but I don't. I try not to engage in all that sort of thing because you're never going to agree with everyone.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't even need to mention what it's all about. So go and watch Steve's channel about hour ago. So, but yeah. People saying hi to each other. Sorry, I've got behind on the old comments. You know what it's like. People saying hi to each other. Vanessa's in the chat. Got Henry in the chat. Mark, good lad, in the chat saying hi to everyone, which is cool beans. People saying hi to each other, which is good. We got up to that bit, yeah. Why is it 3 o'clock on a Sunday afternoon? I'm just saying, Mark, what's all that about? Is that what you do? Maybe 3 o'clock in the afternoon, I can tell you that. With the sound off. I will fish at high tide later tonight. Oh, you're going tonight? Okay, cool. Oh, so you're going sea fishing then, or? craving some smoked fish in the smoker. So it's is it a tidal river, or is it freshwater, or is it you going sea fishing? I used to go sea fishing a lot when I was younger.
I bet it's quite good actually, sea fishing, though.
Well, it wasn't when I was younger. I think it's better now, funnily enough, than when I was younger. It was pretty poor when I was young, but I think the water quality's got a lot better now.
It looks hard work getting them bloody fish up.
Depends how big they are, doesn't it? I mean, you're not gonna. I mean, I used to go bait digging and stuff, like dig 300 or 400 lugworm, yellowtails and stuff, and then go all night fishing. Bit of squid. I used to go crabbing as well, get the peeler crabs and stuff like that, or the softies as we call them when they just shed their shells and stuff like that. Used to go, I think it's the second week of May every year used to be one of the best times to get them.
Yeah.
We used to place rocks and stuff so that the crabs went in underneath. That's where they shed their skins underneath the rocks. Yeah. And we used to turn them over, and we used to get all that. But it used to be good bait especially for codling.
I remember going night fishing when I was younger. I used to love it. The old glow sticks or the whatever they was called. We used to throw them in. So
at the end of your rod, so you got a bite and all that sort of shit. Yeah.
Never used to get much sleep on night fishing.
Nah, well, there's always something going on. But but it used to be bloody cold as well. So in the winter months, you get the old whiting and pouting going and codlings and stuff. It's quite good fun. I used to go off Deal Pier.
Probably be all right on Monday and Tuesday if you went night fishing. It'd be bloody roasting all bloody night. 25, they reckon it's going to be. That's
25 at night. Well, it's going to be 27 degrees mid-English Channel on Tuesday, they reckon. 27 degrees in the English Channel. I don't think that's ever happened before. So you've got a sea breeze of 27 degrees. It's like,
Yeah.
There he is. How you doing?
Hello.
It's been a few weeks, man, hasn't it?
I know, it's been a little while.
It's been ages.
Yeah.
It's not right seeing you two in this background. We need a hotel.
I don't know about that.
Passed out on a bed.
Oh, that hotel stream was like watching that bit. I'm not
That's great.
I've heard it's quite amusing, but I'm so beyond on the comments. I'm really sorry.
I'm still getting over the trauma that you guys had to go through with the burger. We can't take card. We need to pay cash.
Oh.
You can only have a burger or something, wouldn't it? They said.
Yeah.
I can't remember really.
And I think I ate about half of mine, and Craig still had his the next day.
Well, I had about 4 mouthfuls, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I was just more tired, and I was like, and then I threw it like halfway through the day next day. For some reason, I kept hold of it. I just forgot I had it. Weird. It was all right though, but I got to that point I wasn't hungry.
Yeah.
And I knew I'd had a few beers. I thought if I eat all this is not going to be a good idea.
Yeah. See, that's the kind of night you make a film out, because you had problems with cash, didn't you, Craig, or something?
My card decided
cash or something.
Yeah, my card decided it didn't. It said no. And it's like, for goodness, really? And then the next day it was fine.
Oh.
I think that was the first time I'd used a cash point in like 3 years or something like that.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I used to do that all the time before obvious stuff, and it's like now it's all
cash point now.
It's like now it's like you can get in right trouble. Pissed off. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, fucking how much? Yeah. What's going on? But yeah. Can you have a live stream under stream? Another person have a live and get the software. You can. I can do, but never watched a single Love Island. Not really my style of program, says Luke John. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Oh Christ. Yeah.
This is not my kind of personalities, to be honest with you.
Mm. Luckily my wife's not into it at all, so we avoid it completely in our house, which is good.
I mean, they're all pretty people, men and women and stuff, but until they start talking, and then they're ugly, it's just one of them. I just can't. It's just not my thing, I'm afraid. Did I miss someone there? Let me just have a quick scroll back. Didn't know if Trilby Phil. It meant someone mentioned Phil, so Phil's okay. Not the Trilby, says David Wilson. Like a meter level live shows feed. Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. People saying hi to each other, which is cool. That Trilby. Hi Vanessa, how are you? Henry doing his thing. Oh, fucking hell, now it's jumped. Yes, it's it's a river, tidal river. Yeah, I thought it might be, yeah. It's a conjunction of the Farmington River in Windsor and the Connecticut River 5 miles south. Okay. What sort of things are you trying to catch? Be quite interesting. I wouldn't have no idea the species you get over there. Tide here is 1 hour behind the tide. So, yeah, I've got you. 50 miles south, yeah. It takes about that long, doesn't it? I have a new rain and cold weather jacket. You can need it now, though. I don't know what the weather's like. Vanessa saying hi to Jake. David saying hi to Jake. Your hotel lives are fun. They look fun. Yeah, we went sober. Just saying.
We had a good day.
It was good fun. It was good fun. I really enjoyed it. Used to be 38C when I was down south when I was 16. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, but it can't happen in this day and age. It's not allowed. It used to be called summer, but now it's not. It's called something else. So, Henry saying hi to Jake. I'll get through these comments and then I'll shut up. We're pretty much there. So
yeah, you weren't too far behind.
Yeah, striped bass, 34 inches long, large, smallmouth at 12 and a trout at 15. Cool. Oh, the bass sounds nice. You want some of them?
Do like a bass.
Oh, bass are just great.
Yeah.
The freshwater version of bass here is called perch. So
I'm on a beer Craig reviewed a while ago. The old Emotional Camel.
Oh yeah.
What a name.
It's the only one I've actually reviewed from them, to be fair.
So it's, you know what, it's not bad. Just a nice sessionable beer.
Yeah.
Does an Emotional Camel have the hump?
You never know.
Good time here to have it, I guess.
Yeah.
But, Jesus.
I'm on that at the moment. Pressure drops karate. Oh, karate.
Where are you there? Come on. Right, there you go.
Pressure drop. Karate. New England IPA. Idaho 7 and Citra. And it is bloody lovely, I have to say. It is very nice. It's called karate, but I don't know what the artwork's got to do with karate.
Yeah. I don't know. Something to do with martial arts. There's definitely arts, but I don't know about anything else. No, I'll give it the chop. But no, oh, Jesus.
It needs to be on stage, Craig does, I'll tell you.
No, I don't. No, I wouldn't. It wouldn't work on stage. Bad enough here, so. But, it's just stupid. What was I going to say? I don't know. Laughing at your own jokes here, you twat. No, I want to go on. I want to get to the tap room at some point next month. So.
Yeah,
they had a bar on Collab Tap Takeover when I was there, but it was like I found out about it at 8:00 and they shut at 9, so it's like,
oh really? Yeah. By the time you get over to Tottenham Hale,
really, yeah. By the time I get there, it's like I'd have one beer and then shut. It's like, what's the point?
Because it's not because I mean Beavertown's there obviously, but there's not much else in Tottenham Hale, is there?
Not really.
So you have to go there to you you want to go there, don't you?
Oh yeah,
to make the
It's just,
effort.
So I just thought, there's no point in going that far for that short period of time. So I ended up going back down to Pimlico. Went to Cask Bar and Kitchen. It was really good. They had a Colonel India. Oh, God, what was it? Colonel India Extra Porter or something on cask.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, okay then, I'll have that then. Then I had a Tequin whatever on draft, and it's like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so that was good fun. Now it's one of their newest ones as well. So it's
That's
uber
good.
fresh. So it's like, yeah, it was a bit pricey though, but I just fancied a few more. Oh, because I was going to that Cycle Tap Takeover thing, and it got bloody cancelled till tonight.
Oh, really?
So because the beers couldn't get through or something because of
Held up in customs.
Heathrow.
Oh,
So it's like, and I found out literally I was on the train on the way. I was coming up anyway, but I thought so I had plans to go out, and then I got halfway up to London and said, "Oh yeah, we got cancelled." Blah blah blah. There was a message from a few hours before. I was like, "Bastard." At least I found out before. I didn't go all the way.
Yeah.
It was at Craft Beer Junction, so well, it's okay. Whatever.
yeah. I had a couple of days in Hitchin for work, and they've got a really good beer shop and tap room there.
How did it go? I saw the photos you posted and stuff.
Oh, well, at that bottle shop. Yeah, I think I had like everything on the on the board across the 2 days. It was but it's just so they get really good beers, really some obscure stuff, some well known stuff, and it's just really well priced as well, and it's comfortable to sit in. Like I was there by myself both the days, so it's one of those places where you walk in, you can just sit down, and you don't feel like you just blend in, sort of thing. Because there's not much else in Hitchin really. There's a few cask pubs and that.
Yeah.
But this beer, it's just called the Beer Shop, so an inventive name.
Cool, though. That's the beauty of Untapped. You go somewhere. Oh, is anywhere locally?
Yeah, because I've been there a few times, and they a few times before, and they always have just a killer lineup. They have a few American bits, but not necessarily. They had an Oscar Blues IPA on keg that I never had. They had one of those transient stouts.
What?
15.5% barrel aged thing. So I had one of those, just the one.
Well, you got to do it. Yeah.
Just the
yeah. And
then you don't see that shit every day, do you?
No, and then they just had some German lager. I never heard of it before, but it was really good. It was it's if you ever find yourself in Hitchin, I don't know why you'd be there if you didn't need to be, but it's they've got one in St Albans as well. They got
through or hitching a lift or something.
Yeah.
Get worse. I'm telling you. But yeah. So.
But is just mentioning Beavertown earlier. I saw in you tagged me in a post saying it was 5 years ago last week or something when we went to Beavertown. That time has just flown.
Yeah,
madness. 5 years.
No, it's mad, isn't it? So, I look back on it and think, that was a good day. That was, it's just like one of them sort of nostalgia sort of things.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just weird how time goes crazy. Strike bass swim up here from Long Island Sound. Okay, says Vanessa. That's cool. I hope you catch a few of them. I bet they're damn good eating, decent sized ones anyway. We're all looking well, apparently. We try to. I love you too, Steve, man. Hope you're okay, man.
These top dudes.
No, he's awesome. Dave saying hi to Steve. You and Jack, man, and Jake are always welcome. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, just something I always do. Friday nights is, I don't know what times after time when I'm going to start, but I always try and do something if I can. When I'm at home anyway. When I'm not in London, of course. But them seagulls are winding me up. I don't know go to sleep.
I can't hear them at the minute.
Oh, I can. Just
Yeah.
driving me nuts. That's like,
I bet they get big round your way, don't they? The old seagulls.
well, they got 2 young on the roof next door. And it's like,
Oh,
so they're like, meh, meh. They're begging for food, and it's like, fucking fuck. I don't mind them, but they used to breed on our roof, but we put a thing over the top of the chimney, and then they moved about 4 or 5 doors down. But now, because we got a flat, kind of a slightly slanted flat roof, they come over to our bloody roof, and they're still there. Because obviously the parents think, oh, this is a good place to bring them up, because we used to nest up there back in the day, kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Jake had the experience with the seagulls. Was it the shitting, or was it what happened? They was attacking you or something when you went.
Yeah,
out?
it was a thing where they roosted on a local roof, and then I was walking to work, and they dived me every day.
Did we talk about
I used to go out my back. I used to go out my back door, hop over my garden fence, just to like avoid them because they got me every fucking day.
Did we
The
talk about
bastards.
this when we was in the hotel room? I don't know.
I think so.
I can't remember. I'm not watching it back to find out. But
No.
how you doing, Jamie? Cheers, mate. If you want a link, let me know. Luke says Jaco Tory. I think that's from that stream as well. So.
Yeah, I think I was just going on about the Tories. And
Yeah.
then look what happened. A couple of weeks later, boom, they implode.
Yeah, I know. Well, that was always on the cards, wasn't it? So,
Yeah.
I didn't name you Jaco Tory for some. I don't know why. Just stupid. Jake and Jack. Jack Howard. Yeah, I'm rubbish. Oh, yeah. Who's Jack? Who's Jack Howard? Was funny though. David saying hi to Jamie. Stuntman is Henry saying hi to Stuntman. People saying hi to each other, which is nice. It's all about good stuff. Luke saying, "Get back to your stream, Steve." My tablet is updating 8th time this week, for fuck's sake. So yeah, but you're a busy man, you know. Yeah, I'll send you the link, Jamie. Just bear with me a minute or so. I'll send it through on Instagram, mate. We're up to date on the comments. So.
Oh, my daughter is taking me to the Braybrook festival. I can't remember.
Oh, really?
Date. Yeah, I mean, I think it was. She paid for it. It was only £7 a ticket. You get a free glass.
It's just getting there, isn't it?
Free beer.
Is it a bit of a mission to get to, or?
Ain't too bad because she lives in Leicester and they're based in Market Harborough, so it's not too bad. Not too bad. It's a bit out in the sticks, but be nice. See who else goes if they get any other breweries there and that. But even if it's just Braybrook, they've got plenty.
Yeah.
Of
Is it like a lager fest or is it other styles and stuff as well?
I think it is. It might be a bit of a lager fest. I'll have to get the old search the old thing out and see what it is. But for £7 a ticket, you know what I mean? Nothing.
Yeah, that's good.
And a free glass and a free beer. I think your first beer is free. So
yeah, that's good. That's pretty damn good. I sent the link, Jamie. So.
Yeah, it was Little Earth Project's first festival last weekend. I couldn't get down to it. I had other stuff on, and but it looked good though.
My mate Gary was on about that.
Did he go to it?
No, I was with him on Wednesday, and he was telling me, he was saying about that. I was like, oh yeah, my mate couldn't go to that. Kind of thing. But they're going to be in Belgium, the beer fest in Brussels, the end of August.
Yeah, I think they've been before. I think they've got yeah, or it might have been the other one. That one is it like the Goat Festival, whatever it is.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but so that'll be quite amusing to see. Hi, who are you? Like, yeah.
Last time I saw you, I was in Lewis.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm not. Yeah, but so it'd be interesting to see what they take. I'm a bit worried about the festival. It's going to be really Lambic sour heavy kind of thing. It's like, whoa. Gonna need some lagers. Hopefully there's some lagers and stuff there.
Terrible, Paul. That's a knobhead.
Yeah, but was it one from the garage?
No, this one's actually been in the fridge. Actually, I've tried to get as many in the fridge, especially as the temperature's gone up. I thought I've got to save
Got
money.
you, man. I was there going to
Yeah.
start fucking. What's
I
that?
reckon
What's that bang?
yeah,
Oh, it's in
Oh,
the garage.
Monday and Tuesday I'll be listening out. So, what's that?
No, you need to get as much stuff in, even in the house where it's slightly
Yeah.
cooler. Just bring it in.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'd have.
You'll need to start tomorrow. By the time you
Yeah.
get to Monday, you might just about finish bringing the boxes in.
Yeah, I had 24 cans of track turn up today, so I've left them in the front room.
24. I mean, it's like
It's like, yeah, I thought they can't even go in and get it. The front room's nice and cool. So, yeah, well, apparently I'm meant to be going to a party tomorrow. They said,
Apparently.
4 o'clock. And I thought, fuck it, I need some easygoing beers, and I'm starting at 4 o'clock. So,
that's early, isn't it?
Sonoma, there's a few other pale ales I've got that are around 4.5%. I've got some more Moxie. That's really nice. That Hell's Moxie track. So yeah, you got to start light, and yeah, you can't.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah,
especially with it being so hot. You want
Yeah.
some, didn't you?
It's,
So
a,
we've got
it's a
a-
marathon, not a sprint.
that's it.
Yeah.
We've got our resident convict in the chat. How you doing, Sam? You all right, mate? So, cheers for joining. Hope you had a decent sleep from earlier. So, doodle heads.
Sam, how do we deal with this heat that's coming on Monday and Tuesday? You must be used to it.
Well, he's saying it's 4 degrees today where he's at.
Bloody hell!
Well, it's their winter, isn't it? So,
Yeah,
you know,
Mm.
it does get cool.
I think it's get air conditioning is probably the
Well, yeah.
the answer. Like a lot, like people in like Texas and
If
stuff
you can.
have it, but they also have air conditioned homes and they don't go outside. It's like that's the thing people are gonna mess up on. They're gonna think, "Fuck, it's hot. Let's all go to the beach." It's like no, just stay the fucking doors.
Yeah.
and just
Yeah.
keep cool.
Yeah, but people are more.
Like it's simple. Just don't go out.
yeah.
How you doing, Jamie?
Good. How are you all?
How you doing,
Yeah,
Jamie?
it's been
That'd be good, mate.
it's been a minute. It's been a while, man.
Yeah.
Hope you're keeping well.
Yeah. Not too bad. Just finishing up for the day. It's
Yeah,
5
yeah.
o'clock here now.
Oh, good. Perfect.
So, cheers.
Cheers.
mate.
Nice one. Enjoy. I'll ask you what you're drinking in a sec. You have a few mouthfuls.
Hella's Rebuke, it's called.
Right.
Brown's Brewing Co., which is a local brewery in Troy, New York.
Right.
So that's 5% German style pale ale.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah,
Very nice. It's a good beer. It's
Good.
a good style of beer just to crack open, warm or whatever. And it's like, yeah, come on now.
Yeah.
They don't last long, the first one. It's like, don't hit the sides.
yeah.
Yeah, as you can
That's
tell, I'm a bit thirsty tonight. So.
No, do it, man. Good. It's good to see.
I've been keeping my curtains closed. That's the advice I've been giving. That's not just my babies in here.
They tell you that anyway.
Yeah,
Keep them.
yeah.
Put your pants on and keep them closed.
Yeah, it's like,
Right.
is that
I'm
near
just
the back,
stressed by that.
the one near the,
Wearing
is that
some.
the curtains near the back door, is it? Yeah. Fair enough. Get out of the gutter. Come on.
What's the temperature over like where you are, Jamie? Is it pretty
I'll tell
warm
you
there?
what, it's absolutely roasting at the moment.
Really?
I want to say it was. Let's have a look here. I'm pretty sure it's like 35 degrees.
Yeah, we got that
It's
coming.
cooler now. It's 29. It was earlier today. It was like 35. So,
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
but
got that.
29 at 5 o'clock is still pretty warm.
yeah.
Well, they're expecting like in London next like Monday night, Tuesday night to drop to 27 at night in
Mhm.
London.
Yeah,
That's going to be moist.
40
That's a
degrees.
moist evening.
That can get in the fucking sea. You know.
Like 40 degrees in some places, right?
Yeah, they're looking at between like 39 and 42. That's the
Fucking hell.
they're not sure.
It's
They're
just
gonna
Britain's just not geared up for it. That's the trouble. It's just
That's
not
it.
geared up
Yeah.
for that. And people are going to be silly about it. And like, not when it gets that weather in other countries, people tend to stay in. They don't like go out and start. Everyone's
I've
gonna, like,
still
treat it
got
like
to
a
do the
holiday.
school run,
Yeah.
but they're going to be like bring water bottles with you, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
they're not going to be going out in the playground, and which is
Yeah.
I already asked that today. I said before I had a newsletter come through on my old phone. I already asked this morning before it came out. So what's going on? So
Well, schools are normally air conditioned as well, aren't they? So it'll probably be like a nicer,
yeah, well they
nicer
said
place to be.
send kids to school in PE kits, so it's more
Yeah.
cooler for them and stuff. Like, okay,
Yeah. In the UK, generally people don't have aircon in the house. Right?
that's the thing, isn't
Yeah.
it? No, we don't.
Like here, pretty much everywhere has aircon.
Yeah,
Not necessarily a good thing, like, because it's obviously not very environmentally friendly. I mean, but it is nice to have when it's like 35 degrees outside. So
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. So
Well, yeah, I'm tempted to work in the office all
Oh,
week
stop.
next week just to get the aircon. I don't
Yeah.
want to work in the office. I want to work at home, but
Yeah, that's the only advantage, isn't it, Jake?
Yeah.
I said that today. I said that is the
Yeah.
only.
I bet they'll have a higher turnout than when like pre-COVID at the office.
It's quite funny.
Turn it down to like 18. Get it right down.
One of the girls saying she's been going in the office once a week, and she said it's absolutely freezing in there. She goes, she's
Yeah.
having to sit there. She take a sort of jacket top to put on because it gets so cold. It must look a bit mad because we go outside and it's roasting, and go in work it's freezing.
Well,
Yeah.
this morning I went a rare time. I actually went shopping with my dad, and it was like, so he's got a half decent Qashqai car, and as soon as he got in it, he was opening the windows. What are you fucking doing? I'm like, it's too hot in the car. I said, don't be daft. But I put the AC on and put the temperature right down. I said, shut the window. Oh, it's too hot. I said, shut the bloody window. It doesn't work if you open the windows. And he was like, oh my, I didn't know you could do that. It's like he's only had the car 4 years. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like it's been a long time since driving scares me as well. But anyway,
so there's always that statement out there that air conditioning in a car uses more fuel. I mean, is that a true statement, or is that
I
just?
don't care.
I mean,
I think it's actually like minimal. I think if you, like, I mean, if you blasted it just all the time, 24/7, then it'd probably have more of an impact. But I think it's actually quite a minimal.
yeah.
But the
Like,
petrol prices are so dear in England at the minute. I would do anything to try and cut. I mean, luckily I use my car once a week because I'm still working from home. So very.
but because like people have said that if you have your windows down, it causes more drag on the car.
Yeah,
and that makes it less fuel efficient as well. So it's like
But there is that,
either way.
Yeah.
people are just sweltering in their cars now.
But there's no point
not.
having aircon when I open the windows. It's like it's
Oh
counter.
yeah, it just doesn't actually. It doesn't condition the air then, does it?
So yeah, I did actually educate my dad today. So
But I don't know. Maybe I need to Google it. But like, I mean, how does that work exactly? I mean, is like the air conditioning? Isn't it running off? Is it running off the battery, or like how is it powered? I'm not mechanically inclined whatsoever.
yeah, I think it's battery powered rather than fuel.
Yeah, it must be.
So it's just like, so it drains the battery more, which means you need to charge the battery more with the engine off. Like that's what I mean. Like when people say like it's less fuel efficient to use a car with air conditioning. I mean, it's not like it's being powered by fuel, is it? I mean, you know what I mean? How does that work? I have no idea. Maybe somebody in the comments knows.
Yeah. I mean, I never used to be. I'm not a big fan of aircon actually, because when I used to go in the office, if anybody had a cold and they come in the office, the aircon is used to suck that cold up and then spread it to everybody anyway. And I'd rather people didn't come in if they had a bad cold. It was like just stay at home.
My work actually changed the air conditioner during COVID. They actually changed the air conditioning to one that it's one way, so it like dispels air, and it's like so it doesn't do that thing where it just like someone sneezes and then it goes.
Like in an aeroplane.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Like,
Yeah, it's
just
just
recirculated air, just everyone's farts and bo and sneezes in
Yeah.
your face on the
No,
plane.
that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
so what are you paying there now for a liter of fuel?
It's still hot. It's still around like the 192.
Yeah, I mean, I paid £2 the other day because my car has to take the super unleaded,
Right.
so it's like £2. I mean, I am very lucky.
This is per litre, folks, as well, not a gallon.
Yeah.
Just saying. No, I know you know, but yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky. I use my car once a week at the moment, and I go about 10 miles. So, I mean, I've not been feeling the pain that a lot of people have been feeling. It's like, bloody hell.
Yeah.
But to fill my car up was like £90, and I only get 300 miles out of my car, and it's just like,
Jesus.
Yeah, so it's like $8-9 a gallon right now. Which,
wow.
Yeah, we're paying like, what did I pay the other day? It was almost $5, like $4.79 a gallon, which is high for here, you know.
Yeah.
It's crazy as well because like the barrel price is
It's
still.
got
I think the barrel price is lower than when the recession hit a couple.
Right,
You know, like so it's actually just the government's just adding on a shitload of extra money.
Yeah.
It's just a crazy
Well,
situation.
like the government's happy in a way. It's like happy because it's generating more revenue from fuel tax, right? So,
but then as soon as they go up, they throw the money goes up literally straight away. But they've already the fuel you're actually using for that price, they've had in storage for ages, so you're actually paying. And that's what pisses people off. It's like
it goes up just like that, but coming down.
Yeah.
It's like,
well, it's funny because it might come down, but what it'll do, it'll come down and it'll always be around like the £1.70 mark or £1.75, something like that. And everyone go, oh god, that's such a good price. Remember when it was nearly £2?
Yeah.
But like it never used to be £1.75.
Yeah, it used to be like £1.20 not long ago.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it'll reach a new plateau and we'll be happy about it because it but it'll actually be still way more than we paid before.
Yeah.
So there we go. That's the way of the world.
So here in New York, we actually like cut the tax on fuel. So, you know, like whereas in the UK, I think they've just kept it the same. So obviously the higher fuel price, the more tax they get revenue. Whereas in New York, they actually cut some of the fuel tax. So, you know, even if the price goes up, you still pay the same amount of tax. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't watch too many.
Sorry to cut through. Sam's got a question there. Has anyone tried any of the new Track Range Gold Top collabs? So I haven't.
No, I didn't know they did it with
I did see them, Sam, but
yeah, I know they've done some collabs.
There was a bit strong for me.
They're normally like, is it double IPAs, triple IPAs sort of deal?
Normally doubles. Yeah.
I haven't, but I'm sure they're around at the minute. But we had one of their other beers that Range done with Beak, wasn't it? I can't remember what that was called. When we were down at the first.
Is the collab? Was it Equals? Was it Equals?
Yeah, Equals. Yeah, that was pretty good. And then we had two of Range's beers that were very good as well. Both double IPAs. Was like, what?
The wildflower stuff was like
wildflower.
Really good. Yeah. That peach one, was it peach or apricot? Was it peach?
I can't remember.
The wildflower one, that was bloody good.
Yeah, but no.
I've still got to put that video out. I'm still not. I will do it soon.
I done that live thing on Instagram sort of thing, but apart from that, I didn't do anything else really. Well, apart from the live in the hotel room, but yeah. Apart from them 2 lives, I didn't.
Yeah. Oh, and we did live at Beak.
The live from Beak was one of my favourites. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I thought it was great. You two was hilarious.
Well, then there was a guy who's actually, I think the following week, he was like, "Oh, I saw you was next to me in Beak." I'm like, I can't remember.
I don't know.
So it's funny though. It's good. It's good fun though.
We were like the next day. It was funny because we drank a lot, but we weren't like necking it, were we? We weren't going like absolutely mad.
No.
But we had a lot. And the next day we were like hung over in waves, weren't we? Because it was like I was like, oh shit, I feel really bad, and then like half an hour later, I feel, oh, I actually feel quite good now, and then I'll be like, oh shit, I've dipped again. Oh no,
Yeah.
and we both just took it in turns to feel more slightly hungover.
It's weird. And then, but by the end of that, we was all right. We weren't too bad.
Yeah. When we were sitting in that Harvey's pub, I could have probably sat there all
That
day.
was great. And I didn't see that. I didn't realise that Imperial Stout. That's a bit gutting, but
Yeah,
so it's obviously what that cask was at the back, I reckon.
probably. Yeah,
It weren't at the bar, 'cause we definitely would have had it.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But they should have said to us, they said, "Oh, do you know we've got this?" I would
Yeah.
have done.
Well, because that photo I sent you, that was from the festival. They had it on
I was
At
at the festival.
at the festival bar.
Yeah, I didn't even bother. It's like, nah,
No, yeah, we were like, we'll drink loads of that in Lewis.
yeah, not
Well,
that
we
good.
go there. Yeah,
It was a good little weekend. It's good.
yeah.
I don't think
Lewis
they're
is Lewis is like a beautiful place as well. It's like very, very pretty.
That little cafe we went in as well and stuff.
Yeah.
It's really smart. So yeah, that was a bit of a mission to get there, but
Yeah,
train to Brighton, then Bath, and then walk down the hill. And
yeah. So like, not normally that would take me on a normal thing to go straight to Lewis. It'd be just over 2 hours. It'd take me, which is pretty good going. Really, I think it's like 2 hours 40 actually with the wait in between and Paddington or whatever.
a good day trip.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If I left early and left late.
That's the truck. Well, yeah, you'd leave early and leave early as well.
Yeah.
That's the thing with that.
Get the midnight train. The midnight train to Ipswich. Have you heard that song?
Yeah. But no, it was a good weekend though. Man. It's just the weather was fortunately not bad.
Yeah. Luckily, it was a bit sort of cloudy and stuff as well. When it weren't like the sun weren't like beating down on us.
The day before, we was lucky. It was proper rank on the Friday night. So,
What festivals do you have lined up? Like between now and end of the summer, anything else, or
you got anything, Jake?
Other than
are there any major ones now for the next?
There's the festival season hasn't really hit the UK yet. That's sort of around sort of September, October time when they really kick in. But other than local ones, I haven't got anything lined up.
August is a few. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So August, September, October, isn't it? Tends to be the.
So I've got London Craft Beer Fest. Right, I've got the Great British Beer Fest. That's in like literally the first few days of August. Then mid-month, London Craft Beer Fest, and then the end of August, I'm going to Belgium, to Brussels.
Oh yeah, nice.
So there's a festival there I've been wanting to go to for years, and so I'm going to that. I thought, yeah, let's just do it. And so yeah, 3 in August, beginning, middle, and end.
You got Indie Man. Are you going to Indie Man?
Yeah, Indie Man. That's like late September.
Yeah.
What's the largest beer festival in the UK typically?
Well, yeah, the Great British Beer Fest is the biggest actual festival, but
like the most amount, or like the most visitors, the most amount of
that one
producers there.
It's still probably that one. There isn't like a craft beer festival that is that size yet. Yeah.
But
again, you probably have large regional ones as well. You know, it could be.
Yeah, I think Peterborough is probably the second biggest. I think what I've heard. And then there's different ones that are fairly big, but nowhere near. I think there's like I don't know how many breweries there are. This latest one, they reckon there's over 1,000 different beers or something, maybe a bit more. But you've got different bars and stuff. You've got American bar, Belgian, Dutch bar, and keg bar, and then your usual standard cask.
Mm-hmm. So, what do you reckon the largest craft festival is? Do you reckon it is London Craft Beer Festival? That's a pretty big lineup.
I would say
it's hard to say really. I don't know because like probably the Manchester one's probably a similar size and stuff, isn't it? And
I don't know. I think London one is one of the biggest for craft beers, I think. But
and where is that specifically?
So It's near Shadwell in London, which is a tobacco dock, which is like basically an old workers' yard kind of thing, but it's got a really kind of modern. I think the buildings and stuff is really
Like an
kind of-
old industrial area, which they've kind of
yeah, but it's
become,
modernised
like
and
kind of
stuff.
trendy. Yeah,
Yeah, it's modernised, but it's a really great venue.
Yeah.
It really is pretty cool.
well, clearly somewhere along. The line.
Cheers, Paul. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing all right. Sam's going to Sal Wild Festival next weekend. I'll be drinking plenty of Wildflower, so that's cool. Yeah, they're a great brewery, man.
Talking
So
of
be fair. How you doing? You all right, mate?
I'm going to grab myself a sour. I think
Go
got
for
one
it.
chilling
Lovely.
there.
15 minutes from Tower of London. So there we go. How you doing, Phil? You all right, mate?
The only problem I had with Wildflower is they could talk forever, couldn't they? We're trying to get like
Oh, they're
served
very-
like another drink, and it was like they're talking to people in front of us, and we're like,
Yeah, but they're just going on
Yeah.
and on. I'm thinking, you selling much beer?
yeah,
And then we got to the point where I went and had another.
yeah,
But it's
another
fine.
third from somewhere else. Yeah,
Yeah, or whatever it was. And I was like, okay.
we'll come back. We'll
Yeah, we
circle
did.
back
We
round.
come back and we had another one, I think.
Yeah. Well, I think that peach one was my favourite of the whole festival.
Yeah, that's good.
That and the Tilquin were a close
The
close
Tilquin
run
were-
thing.
Tilquin were. I was quite sad that they stopped selling early. It was like, "Ugh."
Yeah, that was the only thing, because there was a good little chunk of the festival left and loads of because I don't think they had run out of beer. I think they just stopped serving.
Yeah. We still had, I think last orders was at 4:45 or something, and a lot of them stopped selling at 4:15. Was that what's going
Yeah.
on?
So our final beer ended up being a quadruple IPA or something like that.
It's just from
Was it Arpus?
Arpus, yeah.
Yeah.
A triple IPA.
Was it a triple? For some reason, I thought it was a quarter or
£6 a
something.
third or something.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's funny. I found that token that I went missing when I got home. I was like,
Yeah.
there it is. Of course. I know I didn't drop it.
No, because when we went and brought more tokens, I was like, I don't understand how you spent more, because we've literally brought the same priced beers the whole time, even if we had different beers.
Yeah. Speak up. He's not talking. I don't think. People saying
No.
that to each other, which is cool.
I was texting.
Fair enough. Quad IPAs is always a good way to start and end a date. I don't know about that. A date. There you go. No, I reckon you're right though. That's
Well, we started on a double IPA, didn't we?
we started on a double IPA. To be fair,
Yeah.
we ended on a quadruple. Or was it a triple? I don't know.
I can't remember now. For some reason, I thought it said quad
I think-
IPA next to it, mate, because it was like 12%, wasn't it?
It was pretty bloody stupid, whatever it was.
I'll have a look on Untapped. The other day when I was in that bar in Hitchin, I just went through your Untapped and then just checked into all the beers that you had tagged me in.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think there was too much we didn't not have.
Yeah. I didn't do everyone because I remember we diverted some. It was a quadruple IPA.
It was.
Rawaka and Nelson quad IPA.
What was it? 12, 13?
12.
Yeah, stupid beers. It was just to get rid of the bloody coins, though.
The tokens, yeah. Because that's the thing, we wanted to use it
I
up,
was
didn't we?
drinking. I'm like, blood. If I drink this, I'm gonna be hammered by the time we get to bloody Beat Tap Room. It's like, what's the point of that?
Yeah.
So I think I drank half of it and then.
Yeah, because you got a half, didn't you? I got a third, and you got a half.
Yeah, I got
think.
a half just to get rid of it. It was £6 a
Yeah.
half. So it's like, so I drank half of that. I was like,
Yeah.
And you can't go out with that, mate. You know, at the gates and bloody trigger happy security guards, not trigger happy, but you know what I mean. It's like nah. So I just like okay, I'm not necking it. So I want to keep the glass anyway. So
Now, was it the old not camel toe.
Oh, refreshing.
Love the old camel toe.
Clip that shit. Clip that shit.
The fucking
Yeah, that's a little Freudian slip.
the old emotional camel. Yeah, it was
Freudian slip there.
yeah, it was I'll tell you what, very nice, very sessionable, like you said, Craig. It was
Oh, it's easy. I can't remember what I said. To be fair, I liked it.
very nice. Very nice taste.
I've had a camel toe for a while. Just saying.
I've had a moose knuckle. Don't know about a camel toe.
That's funny shit. That is. Oh yeah. Funny. But no, that's the only beer I've had from them before. Well, sorry, that's the only beer I've reviewed from them. I've had like 2 or 3 others, but
Yeah, I think actually BG's just got a big stocking from them, so
right.
I'll probably try and get a few others and see how they go.
So Paul's got a 96 ounce, 2.8 litres of smoked beer with my name on it tonight. Jesus. Man.
So which one is that? Is that a home brew or is that
Exactly.
locally produced? Which one is it?
Starting the day cooking breakfast and around just chopping the trees at my parents on beat and need a shower and many brews. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, a few beers after some hard labour always goes down a treat.
And they always feel better. The beers
Yeah.
have some hard labour. They really do.
Like you mow the lawn, you know, work in your garden, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
end of the day it's been hot, you sweating,
Yeah.
go in
Well,
for
the
a shower, and you know,
the other day was the first time I've actually like enjoyed a Bud Light. Was me, my dad, and my brothers-in-law. We went and painted my granddad's fence because like he's been wanting it done for ages, but he just physically can't do it anymore. And it was fucking roasting on the weekend.
Yeah.
And so it's just this past weekend, and so we just did it in like a day. Took us like 6 hours. That's how big the fence was. Took 4 of us 6 hours to paint this fence, and then we cracked open these like cold. Cracked open these cold. We cracked open these cold Bud Lights, and oh man,
What on Jake?
it was glorious. That Bud Light was like,
Doesn't matter, does it?
my god.
Yeah.
That's that. Because on Saturday, I washed my daughter. Said, "Oh, I'm going to come and see you, Dad." I said, "Yeah, great." She goes, "Is there any chance you can wash my car?" I'm a bit of a sad old twat. When I wash my car, it takes me 8 hours. I'm as bad with car cleaning products as I am with bloody beer. That's all that garage is full of. So I said, "Yeah, I'll do a speed wash." Still took 3 hours. She goes, "Oh, I'll take you to the local BG." She goes, "I'll buy you a few beers for cleaning the car." Great, but the thing is, I finished the car by about 3. Quick shower. So I was at BG by about 4. So I was on the beer from 4 p.m. It was
Beer gorilla that is.
yeah, the older. But it was great. I started off light and I was getting stronger as the night went on. Don't remember getting back.
I had a gym there today. Oh, okay.
Apparently, I had pizza and garlic bread. Don't really remember that.
Garlic bread.
Yeah, garlic and bread.
Yeah.
Does Peter Kay do anything anymore? I haven't heard of him
Not
for a
so
long
much.
time.
He done something a few months back, but I've not heard much about him.
The most recent thing he did of any note was Car Share, I think. That which was
Oh, is that like where? Oh, yeah, that was.
that's very good though. If you haven't
Yeah.
watched that series is.
yeah. I think he was supposed to
him
stand up.
and that bird. That worked together. Yeah.
Yeah, it's very good. I mean, if you ever watched the dogging episode, that's pretty.
Yeah.
That's funny as shit. That
Was
is.
it two flashes for yes?
Yeah, that's funny. But I love seeing the outtakes as well. It's just like
Oh, those outtakes.
the outtakes are just awesome.
The bloke from League of Gentlemen when
Oh,
he's
yeah,
when he's doing that
dressed
song
up,
in the
isn't
back of the car.
He's dressed
They
up
call
as-
me Hot Stepper.
Yeah, that's just like hilarious.
Do you know, there's one program I'm not even watching. It's got Ricky Gervais in it, but I've watched the
What, Idiot Abroad or
no, I can't remember which
that's
one it is.
Carl Pilkington though, so yeah.
Yeah, it's not that one. It's another one, but I watched the outtakes, and the outtakes that just had me in stitches enough. They go into a bar and then they just start saying these funny names. You'll have to try and it's on YouTube. Watch it. It was fucking hell.
Oh, was that the one? Was that the one after the off? Like, what was it called? Extras? Is that extras?
It might be. It might be. And they just go into a bar. He starts calling his mate all these fucking names, and oh god, it's hilarious.
Gonna grab a bit.
Yeah, cool. It's
Yeah,
not.
I think David Bowie's in that one.
I'll put the comments up and then carry on chatting.
Sometimes you need a bit of comedy, don't you? Just to
Yeah,
just to.
yeah.
I mean, I still watch Only Fools and Horses every now and then because it's hilarious and it's all-time classic. I feel.
Yeah, you need that sort of thing. Especially
Yeah.
the way things are these days. But yeah.
Yeah,
But the problem is now, I think comedians, they have to be really careful about what they joke about, right? Because there's a lot of controversy around some things that stuff that we might have thought was funny, even 5 years ago is not appropriate nowadays, So
yeah, I know.
it's,
Yeah, but then you're gonna not get stand-up comics anymore, and they're like, oh, why have you got no stand-up? Well, because you can't say nothing.
Yeah, that's what I understand. People surely, when they go to watch comedians, they've done a bit of research. They know the material they're going to sort of do.
Why go if you know you're going to get offended about something? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, wow.
Cheers, beer for breakfast. Nice one. How you doing? Cheers for joining.
Going on to that now.
Brentford, Ontario. Okay. What's that?
It's a Queen of Summer IPA from Left-Handed Giant.
Ah, okay. I could tell by the writing what it was
Yeah.
straight away. But yeah.
6.2%. It's got Citra Cryo, Cascade Cryo, Columbus T90, and Citra T90.
Nice. Do you know what? Actually, being a bit sad, being in the design industry, Left-Handed Giant have just done a bit of a brand rechange, haven't they? They've all their sort of local in-house beers, Sky Above, and all that. They've just changed all the designs of the cans. Very simple. Now,
Yeah, so that's the brew house ones, isn't it? Left-Handed Giant. Yeah,
The brew pub. Yeah.
brew pub. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Dave Wilson's just cracked a Neon Raptor Tuckbot 2000 Nimpy. Nice. I don't know if I've had that. I definitely haven't.
I wonder how that place got its name, Left-Handed Giant. Was it like some really tall bloke that was left-handed? That
I don't know.
you know?
I don't want to know, to be honest.
yeah. Sometimes it's not to ask.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. 2 secs.
But I mean, I think some of you guys have been there, haven't you? But that place does look amazing, Left-Handed Giant. It's like
Their brew pub. Yeah, their brew pub is something else. It's like a cathedral. It's huge, and all the front opens out, and it opens like right out onto like the canal.
Yeah, it looks awesome from the pictures. And somebody I know has been there, and they said, "Oh, you've got to go there. It's great."
Yeah, and then they have all the brew pub beers, and then they have other Left-Handed Giant beers, and I think they have a few guest bits, and they have like loads of bottles and like a bottle lit like all 750s and stuff like that. It's
nice.
You got pizza and all sorts. It's bloody good.
Bristol, isn't it? And Bristol's
in Bristol, yeah.
Anyway, isn't it? I think last time I went to Bristol, some people started doing a karaoke in a bar, and just started singing away, and it was great. I had loads of covers of loads of songs, but I'd had a few beers, so they sounded great. Somewhere I need to go back to.
I think
Bristol,
I just got a bit of sediment in mine. I switched over to this local sour thing. It had a bit of I don't know.
Big gunk in the bottom.
What's
I've
that?
got a big blob of yeast in the bottom of it now.
Oh, I mean, it looks good on top. It looks like a bit like sort of Ribena.
Yeah, it's like it's actually quite good. It's It's sour, but it's not too sour. It's very drinkable. But it's 4.5%, so it's not that strong. Yeah. Just have to make sure I don't drink.
Good one. Yeah, nice one, Paul. Saying hi to each other, which is cool. That's what it's all about. Yeah, welcome on in, everyone. Even people not commenting. Hope you had a good week. But yeah, I'm just finishing up my McDonald's here. I didn't really eat earlier, so.
Is it lukewarm McDonald's?
Do you know what I will say about McDonald's? When they send out the deals, and you can get a cheeseburger, whatever it is, or a quarter pounder for like $1.99, and then you just get some chip. It's pretty cheap, isn't it? And compared to the price of shopping these days, you think every now and then,
Oh yeah,
I'll do a bit of that. I mean,
you want a little treat.
yeah,
Well, if it wasn't for my little girl, I wouldn't eat them at all. So
Yeah, that's what we have it as. We have it just as a little treat. Yeah, because it's funny. My son is free, and he won't eat it sometimes. He's like, we'll say, I can't be bothered to cook. We'll just get a McDonald's. It's like, I don't want a McDonald's. So you're a 3-year-old.
yeah.
What are you doing, man?
I want steak.
No, it's like, what do you want? And he'll be like, oh, I want tuna pasta. You want tuna pasta instead of McDonald's? You're crazy. If I was free, I'd say yes. Give me the McNuggets, please.
Yeah.
What did you?
Guys know, kids are very funny. I'll
go to Waitrose and get him a fucking tuna pasta ready meal, and then I'll go to McDonald's to get the rest of us the McDonald's.
Kids are funny when it comes to their eating. I've got an 11-year-old nephew. He loves a McDonald's, but he won't actually eat the bun. He'll just eat the pate. And on a Saturday, all he'll eat is a steak.
if you're gonna be fussy, you might as well be fussy in the right ways. Yeah, that's great.
What,
How do you like it? How he does have it well done, does he? Does he have it well done?
Yeah, I think he does.
Oh no.
What did you get, Craig?
Oh, I just got a
Big Mac or?
No, I got a double quarter pounder.
Double? Bloody hell.
Meal.
Cheese
Double quarter
meal.
pounder meal. How much did you pay for that?
They're like $5.80 or something like that. It's like $5.80.
6 something.
So have you noticed like the price of McDonald's go up this year because of inflation?
Yes. Yeah. They give out so many deals on the app, which, I mean, the other week, I don't think I was on Craig's stream. I might have been on another stream. About midnight, I thought, I'm a bit peckish. Luckily, I've got a McDonald's you can walk, and it was still warm. So I ended up sort of knocking on the door of this McDonald's. And I said, the doors weren't opening. And the manager came out. He said, oh, you can't come in, mate. And I said, well, can I order on the app? I said, I'm not going to walk through the drive-through. He said, yeah, just put this table number in. He said, and I'll bring it out to you when it's done. I said, oh, cheers. But again, it was only like £4 or something.
Yeah.
So
it's funny with that drive-through. So I don't know what it's like in the UK, but like in the US, like when the restaurants close, they won't actually serve you in the drive-through unless you're in a car.
Well, no, bloody hell.
It's just weird.
Is that the same in the UK as well?
No, I've never done it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think I just got lucky. I was literally hanging around by the door, just knocked. He come walking out, and he said, "Oh, yeah," and he sort of done me a favour. He probably looked at me and thought, "He's had a few beers. I'll probably do him a favour to get rid."
Yeah.
He just said,
I don't know
number in there.
I don't know hassle.
Yeah.
But no, I paid. So I had a medium double quarter pounder with cheese meal. So medium fries, medium Fanta, $6.99.
$6.99.
So, and is that the regular price, or was that in a special deal?
No, that's just a normal price.
All right. So what would that have cost pre sort of inflation?
Don't know. I can tell you what a 20 chicken nuggets share box was.
Right.
That was $4.99 about 6 months ago. Now it's 590, 579. So it's gone up like 80p in the last. Yeah,
It's quite a lot, isn't it?
quite a lot in like a few months. It's just
Yeah.
like,
The problem is though, if you want a quick snack, McDonald's is all right. But if I was to order a chicken kebab now from a takeaway place, you're talking 15 quid with delivery and all that.
Yeah.
So
some more comments. So I
it's quite expensive, isn't it?
don't want to neglect the old comments and stuff. Yeah, learn English with Ricky Gervais and Carl Pilgrim is awesome. You got to see that shit. That's funny. There's loads of like America reacts. You can't go wrong with left-handed giant. No, you can't. Says David Wilson. Rowan Atkins says humour sounds always with a victim so target, so you're not going to be offended. Yeah, let's get back to that. Who's going to be offended, sort of thing. People are different now. People are just, they just get the unnecessary things.
Well,
if
it's one of those things. I always think it's if someone's saying something that's funny. If someone's saying something that's funny, then it's funny. If someone's saying something that's deliberately offensive, and they mean it, then that's not funny, is it? But if someone's saying something offensive and it's funny, it's still funny. It's a tricky one. It's subjective at the end of the day. But like
that's right. Yeah.
If someone's saying a joke, I think you can tell when someone means something. If someone really means what they're saying, then you think, oh, that's actually not funny. It's just shit.
Yeah.
Whereas if someone's actually clever about it, someone's actually saying something of value and it's funny, then I don't like if you're offended by it, then that's just your choice, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
You've chosen to be offended by it.
It's true. I mean, I don't get much into the old politics, but there was a clip today I watched, and there was some guy. I was so impressed by him. It wasn't that normal guy. It was someone else on the rail. He said, "Look," he said, "they're making so much profit." He said, everybody wants to see that profit, cost of living and all that we're going through. Everybody, wants to, companies are still making £2 million or whatever is profit.
Yeah.
Share
well,
it.
Yeah, I think I saw that clip, and it was the guy sort of grilling him. Said like, well, if you want more money, we're going to have to put the prices up. And he was like, the profit that you're making. What do you mean we're going to have to put the prices up? Yeah. You're making so much. You're like making money hand over fist.
Yeah.
Why would you put the prices up?
Yeah. I think
just don't make that much profit.
Yeah. And what cracked me up was this guy said, he said, these companies are making all these profits. He said, they're having a disco. They're having a great time.
They're having a disco.
They're having a disco and a rest.
Yeah. That was a good one. That was.
No worries, Mark. By the way, I understand. No problems.
Obviously, stream with disco their week. Very good. Top dude, mate.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy. Yeah.
Has he been out much? Because I know he was quite.
He's not been
during
into
the pandemic.
Pub. He's not been into a pub. He's just been there.
Oh really? Well, because it's outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too far. He walks there as well, so it's like 3 miles to walk there.
Nice bit of fresh.
3 miles.
Yeah. He doesn't do public transport either. So
yeah.
I think I'm getting there.
I can't. I'd like to do that. I ain't walking 3 miles. Otherwise, I'd never go anywhere. I'm not going to walk 70 miles. Otherwise,
I do like a bit of walking, but I like to sort of. I'll go out for a walk, or I'm going to the pub. They're not that.
I want to see a Craig video where he's doing a walk in Raggy style. When Raggy walks home hammered.
I'm walking that fucking far.
Get into the festival site in Lewis the other day. That was a bit of a mission, wasn't it? That was a bit of a walk.
That was a walk.
Yeah, we got the bus on the way back.
So it's kind of pointless doing a live stream because the reception would have been.
Yeah.
Was it proper out in the sticks as well? I bet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in a field in the middle of nowhere. It was picturesque, most picturesque EFS I've ever been to. Yeah. But it's sort of you had to sort of traipse right out of Lewis and then down these little sort of farmers alleys, and then sort of like it's just sort of there in front of you. You're almost there, but then you got to queue up, get your bag searched.
Cheers for joining, SBG. Hope you're doing well. I don't know where I'm well behind.
We were talking about McDonald's with that.
Oh
one.
right,
yeah. So actually, sounds like the same. Sounds like the same in the UK. They won't serve you unless you're in a car.
Yeah. So that show you how far behind I'm. Only 5 minutes behind, not bad. People saying hi to each other. Take it airs, getting nuts too. Yeah. Right, if you're the younger, yeah, it does sound pretty crazy. Henry doing his stuff. Thank you very much, mate. And then we're on the date again. There we go. Yeah, walking. No. I try not to. I don't mind walking, but on my terms, not when I've had a beer.
Yeah, I am a bit of a. Perhaps I'm getting a bit old again. I do like a bit of a walk.
Yeah, I don't mind a walk, but for a walk, not the beer bit. It just as soon as that happens, nah. I'm getting a cab or a bus or whatever. It's like I don't care. I'm just doing that.
Especially after a good night out, you have to walk home, and then you kind of sober up on the way home.
I don't want that.
Yeah, see, that's what I quite like. I normally walk home about 40 minutes from my local, and then I'll just go for the second session when I get home.
40 minutes?
Yeah, it takes about 40 minutes, 35 minutes. I
remember that next time.
Yeah.
I ain't walking, I'm telling you.
Gets the old blood pumping around.
I'm on a break. You know what I mean? Oh, that's better. Oh, I'll take your socks off.
But this is the last sort of cooler night, isn't it? It's from tomorrow it starts really.
This is not. We've had warmer nights where I can feel it. We've had warmer nights this week.
Yeah.
I think it's Sunday when it's supposed to start getting a bit intense, isn't it?
But it's still pretty humid. But it's I think Tuesday night, Wednesday was probably the warmest night this week.
On Tuesday we had like a company like barbecue.
Oh right.
And that's why I was in Hitchin, and it was one of those things where it was like cloudy, but like warm.
It was so humid. It was
exactly, and it was probably better for being cloudy because the sun wasn't beating down on you, but it was like
at night
very humid. And like I got fucking like, but like I don't know if you can see on there. I don't know if it shows up, but like I've got just such a distinct tan line because like I just didn't realize it got fucking burnt because it's cloudy and you just don't think the sun's beating down on you, and then it's
on Saturday when I was with Disco, it was like for a little part of the early part of the session, we was in the shade, and then the sun slowly kind of starting to go down slightly, and I could feel the sun on my legs. I'm like, I need to move soon. I'm just going to be a beetroot legs, and it's going to be stinging like I was in a little sun trap, so it wouldn't have taken very long. And fortunately, a load of people opposite in the shade part got up and left. I said,
let's nab that.
Go. So so I was quite lucky there. We just got burnt. I don't do sun if I can help it, especially drinking in it, and then get sunburned. Like,
drinking in the sun. It feels nice at the time, but it can fuck you up.
No, it doesn't. I can't drink very much in the sun. I've like 2 or 3 pints and done.
Well, because when we went to Flock, it was like weirdly sunny, wasn't it? We went to Flock like how many months ago was that? It was like
was it April
when it was like weirdly hot and sunny, wasn't it? And we were like right in the sun.
Yeah.
I can't even remember the last time it rained. All the grass is going like that scorched effect, like yellow.
Yeah. No, we
I don't go brown. I just go like really red. And,
that's it.
I go red. When I
Irish skin, you know.
Irish, yeah. I when I get the sun, I get burnt. I go red, and then it calms down for a few days, and then when I get the sun again, then it'll go brown.
Yeah. No, I do tend to tan.
I get burnt, go red, and then I just start peeling. You know.
Yeah, I like that as well. But yeah.
But it's like if I took my shirt off, it looks like I'm just wearing a very pale shirt. It's that's how distinct that's how much I got tapped. Like,
you got the Englishman Santa.
You got a white,
You got like a white t-shirt.
yeah, a white hairy shirt.
yeah.
You look like a guy that goes brown fairly easy though.
No, I do tend to tan when I don't tend to, if I get burnt, I don't tend to like go red and like peel, but I don't particularly like go out to get a tan. It just
I haven't got one of bodies, but I really want to take my top off. To be fair, it's like,
I mean, I can never be one of those people that just lays there in the sun.
Yeah.
No, I'd go nuts. I can't sit still long enough.
Yeah.
I can't.
I want to take my daughter swimming. It's like, can I go with my top on?
Yeah, you can. I've seen people doing that.
We're going to have to get
Yeah,
wet.
but then people are like, why has he got a top on for? They're looking at you. It's like, nah, better take the top off, blend in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, but I still don't.
Well, it's surprising you go to like a swim pool and like you say that, and then when you look at someone else, you think, "Fuck it, they've got their top off. Look at them. I'm taking mine off."
You seen the size of that fucker?
Yeah,
it's like
I feel normal now.
Yeah, I'm a bodybuilder.
Dad bod.
Yeah,
dad bods are in nowadays.
Yeah,
that's the sexy thing. Yeah? That's what all the girls are looking for, apparently. The dad bod.
I imagine if Craig went to a swim pool, you still wear the hat. The top's off, but like Daniel Craig coming out of the sea and Bond, except the hat's on. in your speedos.
No.
But that's just me.
You're
thinking of that image now, Jack.
Yeah. Like that's straight in the wank bank for later.
That's the trouble. You've got to get out of the pool. It's like, no, I'm not getting out yet.
Yeah, I can't get out.
I can't get out yet. Why can't you get out? Oh, I'm enjoying it too much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I missed Paul's Christopher Walken joke there.
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
I think you flagged it up. I just think I missed it. I think I was looking at something else.
Oh,
the Mock Cowbell. I can't do it. No, the Paul's Pierre Bruno's.
So, 13 miles from Waterloo to Fuller's in Cheswick recently. To see if I could still do a long walk after 2 years.
30 miles.
13 miles.
Maybe.
God, if you did that back as well, that's
a marathon.
26 miles.
Basically.
That's a whole Snickers.
Yeah.
Is that like that's a decent.
What, that one?
Yeah. More? I can't do a Christopher Walken impression.
No.
I bet Paul can. I bet Paul can do a Christopher Walken impression.
Like a walk in the park. Yeah, it is. 13 miles.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
I'd love to go to Fuller's. It's something when I've been to London, I've just never thought to go and do. I know they're owned by Asahi now, but I like Fuller's.
I've always liked Fuller's.
Yeah. We had that Gales. Was it the HSB?
That's fantastic. We had about 2 pints of that.
Yeah, that was lovely. I only had it once before, and that was like a pub in Surrey or something. I can't remember where it was.
I only had it in a bottle before.
Yeah. I've never had it in a bottle, but that was really good. I actually remember it, which is good.
It used to be an Asda, that beer.
Did it really? Bloody hell!
Oh, yeah. I reviewed it about
because they did try to revive it, didn't they? They did try to revive Gales and put a load in bottles, but I don't think it ever quite took off.
Yeah, that was.
I don't think it had the nostalgia that they thought it had. That brand, I don't think it sort of had the. Yeah, that nostalgia and people's like memories.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to go to the Colonel's bar. Is it on the old Bermondsey Mile where you guys went? Because even the prices of the beers look very reasonable.
Really good.
My one criticism, and it takes me a lot to criticize the Colonel, was they didn't put fucking head on the beer.
Yeah.
They filled it to the brim, and like, I don't know if that's because they get lots of people going, top it up. What are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I want at least a finger of head because we were getting small measures. I'm happy to have a finger because I want that experience. I don't want a fucking beer right up to the top. But the beers are still lovely. That was my one criticism.
It's funny. It's funny how the attitudes change. I think that's a lot with our generation that we do want actually that bit ahead. But like growing up, my dad would go in a pub and he'd have like a little bit of head on it. He'd be like fucking fill it up, like.
I want my money's worth here. I want right to the brim.
You're trying to shortchange me, yeah?
Especially these days, I wasn't too fussed about that because like you're getting more beer, so it's like, meh.
No, it's but for me the experience is drinking through the head. It's what it traps the aromas. It stops it. If you're not caning him, it stops it from like oxidizing too quickly. It's just my preference. But like I was surprised by that. But I reckon it could be just because they get a load of fucking because loads of people that go there probably aren't kernel enthusiasts. It's just people they just tick over all the time.
Yeah.
It's like when you go to a Dutch bar, they give you like that much head. It's like half beer.
Well, it's like I went to Germany recently, and like you get like a mass, and it's a liter, but you don't get a liter of beer in there.
Yeah,
right.
Because like about that much of it is head. The rest of it.
But then beer's cheaper as well. Don't forget. So I've had this conversation with I can't remember. Is it Rahim from Budweiser before? I said there's all very well you saying that, but the prices in the UK to the Czech Republic are. I don't want all that foam because I'm paying so much for the beer.
Right. Yeah.
So in an ideal, you can't really. But when I go over there, then the beer's much more cheaper. Then you can afford to have that.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but over here, people are going to moan about it.
Imagine you got a pint of like
I'm not paying
like broadside, and they give you that much head.
Yeah, but I'm not paying
£6-7
for a pint of beer, and you've got that much head on it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's actually called a milk pour or something, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think it's called a Milko, but a Milko is literally it's an inch of beer and the rest is all foam. But I don't think many people get that.
No,
I think a Schnit is the normal one that people get in the Czech Republic, and it's like that much foam, that much beer.
Yeah.
Because I wind the lads up. If I get a bad pour in there, I'll say, "Fucking hell, that's a Milko pour." Isn't it?
Yeah.
Knobhead pour.
I was called a knobhead pour.
Yeah, knobhead pour. Funny flakes going. You can...
David Wilson saying, sadly, they have closed the Mason Arms pub. Can get a beer in the shop there now. So there you go.
Oh, is that the Fuller's? Yeah, the Mason's Arms was the one right near the Fuller's thing that they owned, wasn't it?
Yeah,
that's sad.
Just HSB used to be. It's not the same beer, so that's what he's saying now. He's saying Bermondsey is great, and then we got Drew. How you doing?
Yeah, just on the subject of pricing, how much would you pay? How much would you pay for those bottles of Kronenberg in the UK? Like a 200 and whatever it is, 250,
like 275.
Yeah, 275. How much would you pay typically in a supermarket for something like that?
I wouldn't know, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not too sure because it'd probably come in a 4-pack, and it'd probably be a $5,
right?
$5 for a 4-pack of them.
No, just like kind of comparing the differences because like I follow Bold Foodie Guy, if you know that, Gareth. He does.
Heard of him, yeah.
Yeah, so he's in France at the moment, and he basically bought 24 bottles of whatever it was, the 275. It's 5.5%, so it's obviously stronger than what you'd get typically in the UK. 37p a bottle.
Huh.
Yeah,
that's dirt cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that here. I can tell you that without knowing. It's not that here.
I mean, it's probably double, right? At least double.
Oh, I would imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still of the thought of I'm helping out local as well, so helping out my local place. But some of the beers, if you go direct to the brewers, they're so cheap.
Yeah.
I'm still doing big orders with them because
and it's changeable on location and like the setup of the bar. Because I mean, me and Craig went to this pub in Lewis, this little craft beer bar in Lewis. And the prices were crazy. The
What's that?
prices were absolutely mad for beers that aren't that hard to get. It was Lervig stouts.
Oh,
So
that-
Lervig, it's not like they're rare.
it was only that bar though that was expensive. I think
It was only that bar. The rest, yeah. But it was.
Oh, you mean
like
crazy expensive?
Oh,
It was it was a tenner, like a tenner a third.
What the hell?
yeah.
And I did buy
He bought it. He bought it.
No, we got 2/3 of a Pahala barley wine, and that was £8 a third. But I was happy to pay that because I wanted to try that beer. But those Lervig stouts at like a tenner a third
Yeah.
was
No.
just like I mean, even the £8 I paid for that barley wine was over
Barley
the
wine
odds.
was good, but
So is that just like, is that cost, or is it just people cashing in?
I don't know what it was.
I'm not sure that could be them cashing in because Lewis is such a small place.
Right. Yeah.
It'd be strange for them to be like saying like this is good. Like I don't know if it's like their overheads and what they paid for that.
I have no idea.
I don't know where they got that keg from.
Yeah.
Did they pay over the odds for that keg? Are they just trying to break even on it, or are they just wildly
Taking the piss.
missed? But like, because like for example, I was in a bar this week, and they had a 15.5% imperial stout from the US, from Transient, and that was £5 a third, which is just crazy because it was like Lervig is
Yeah.
just across the water.
Yeah.
And Lervig stuff is easy to get generally in the UK. So to be £10 a third in a small town like Lewis is just
Yeah.
crazy. But I mean, the cask stuff we had was like cheap as chips, wasn't it? But
Yeah, but like I often wonder about the cost structure for small pubs, like small country pubs, like how they manage to survive. I mean, if you think about it, like if you're in a village, sort of a remote village, to have a pub there, I mean, how many customers are you going to have every night, right? I mean, you have people from the village, maybe like how many pints you're going to sell in a night, just
Yeah.
how do you make that? How do you survive off that?
well, it's exactly, especially with the perceived thing that is still around about how much cask should cost.
Right.
It's like if cask is over like £4 a pint, people are like, that's an expensive pint of cask. But if someone's like, yeah, this is £8 a third for this ultra rare double dry hopped double IPA from whoever in the US, it's like, yeah, we'll pay that. But it's like £6 for a pint of cask.
Yeah,
What?
but people don't look at where the beer's from. They just look at the price and it's like,
Mhm.
I ain't paying that.
Yeah.
Without knowing the full,
Right.
which people are starting to be paying £4 a pint over here
Yeah.
for a regular, cask beer. It's like,
Because that's one of the because obviously Camera's done a lot for, obviously it's done a huge amount for Real Ale. It kept it alive, but
also I don't know.
but that whole perceived notion that cask should cost under £4 a pint is just crazy because it's just not that
not
like
possible.
because like keg beer, people just charge whatever the fuck they want for that, and people pay it.
Yeah.
But like
Because
cask beer still
it's
needs to.
It's a different generational thing as well,
Yeah.
though. That you get. So there is a bit of that going on.
Yeah.
I mean, I know there's variation in prices, but how much would a craft beer pint be in London now? Are we talking
I don't know about
£7?
depends what you're drinking. I mean, they had Speedway Stout on it, craft beer and kitchen when I went. They had it on draft.
Yeah.
And it was like I can't remember the pricing. I didn't have it. Oh, I can't remember what it was. I think it was like £6.50, £7 a third.
That's bloody good though. That's bloody good.
Which I mean, if you want a pint, then not that you're going to get it in pint, £21 a pint, but
Yeah, because
like
that's
that.
always like
Feel
the Sun will do a fucking
Yeah.
article, and it'll be like
You
the
don't-
most expensive pint in England.
or one of the some Joe thing online or whatever.
Yeah.
Just to make a
Because
headline.
you don't drink it in
£21
pints.
beer.
Like, yeah.
It's like you just knobends, aren't you? Really?
I always think the equivalent for like wine. So like red wine can be just as strong as imperial stouts, like 14% or whatever. And you don't go a pint of red wine. It's like, yeah, because you don't drink a pint of 14% imperial stout if you want to drink anything else that night.
It's
But
true.
yeah.
No, it is.
Well, because I went to the Goose Island pub a couple of months back in London, and they had Bourbon County on draft, like all different variations of it, and that wasn't expensive at all. It's like I want to say like $5 or a third or something like that. Which is that obviously
that's really good.
Yeah, and I could only have a couple, but
but
it was good.
The thing is, I mean, I sometimes, I mean, luckily now my local's got all the sports thing, but we used to have to walk down a couple of doors to just a normal pub, and I was being charged £5 for a bottle of Bud, and I said to the girl,
"Yeah, fuck that shit.
I only want one bowl." She goes, "That is one bowl." I said, £5 for a bottle of Bud.
Fuck that noise.
It's like if you go to a pub, like a more of like a mainstream pub, and they have like neck oil on, it'll be like £6-7 for like a pint of neck oil.
Yeah,
but it's the ones that know beer that sort of like they obviously they get people in who know about beer.
Yeah,
and they have to price it a bit better, I think. But it all comes down to just the cost of their rent and all of those overheads that go into it, and they've got to make a profit as well at the end of the day, haven't they? They're not doing it for a charity. But yeah, those ones where you go like you get something like a fucking pint of Doom Bar or something, and it's like £6. It's like, I'm not paying. Just give it tap water. The tap water.
I would pay a £3 a pint. Never mind.
No, exactly. Yeah. That's the trouble with the city London prices. The craft beer places I don't tend to have like a problem with, like prepared to pay it, but I never think they're taking the piss. Whereas you go into like a Slug and Lettuce or whatever in London, and it's like £6-7 for a pint of neck oil.
Another thing though with craft beer is I very rarely buy a pint anyway. I always go for a half. So so it's a bit
exactly.
powerful, so.
It's one of Jack's favourites, but I never have a pint. I always have the 2/3.
Just go for the pint if you go for that.
How you doing, Phil? You all right, mate?
I will be. I'll sort my phone out. There we go. Even gents, you all right?
How you doing, Phil?
You all right, mate?
Not that Jag man again.
Yeah, I'll get it.
I keep bumping into him.
Is it better on that one? We're better on that one. Yeah, it's better that way.
How was your did you get to your micro pub earlier, Craig?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I had about 4 beers in there earlier. I was going to go, and then I had a little girl with me and that, and then she befriended another little girl. I said, "Oh, we're going now." Okay, then.
Craig, what you don't want to do is take the other girl home. That's like no. In the UK government.
Yeah, so okay then. Do you want another drink? Yeah, I was like, okay.
I'll sit here for another one then.
Oh, one more then. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? That's proper daddy power though, because I did that. My kids were younger. Obviously, I'm not. I'm
keep them happy, in you, so.
Yeah, that's cool. You go. We'll stay for another bag of crisps, and when you're from Port Scratchings, it's like, you stay for another 2 hours.
You say got a munch through them.
That's it. That's the one.
Well, it's the thing I love is when it's like, ask the kids, what do you want to do today? And they go, we could go to the pub. It's like, yes, we could go to the pub. Well
when
done.
Your kids tell you you're going to the pub.
Yeah.
And mum
You're like,
goes,
yes, it worked.
You're fucking it.
Yeah. Well, no, but no. I remember taking Litland to the pub like a couple of Saturdays in a row, just 2.
Yeah.
And then I was like, this is getting a bit. I don't want to. And Daddy, are we going to the pub today? This is the 3rd week. It's like,
Craig, how was your daughter at the moment?
Yeah, she's good.
How old is she?
Oh, she's 7 now. Yeah.
Oh, right. So we were talking 8, 9-year-olds. Yeah, you've got it sorted already. Dad, we go to the pub.
She was happy, but they've got it's like a micro pub. It's a really decent one. No, they got
because I always think like they like like you said, like we sit in like a beer garden or whatever. They make friends. And they run around and they love it. And it's like we get to sit there and enjoy a drink and talk to each other and all that sort of shit. And then they get to run off and like they come back and have a lemonade and they think it's the
best thing they've ever done. Yeah.
We're all at the table. I mean, I knew I had some friends going. They're 2 boys, like they're like 7 and 8 years, 8 and 9 years old, so a bit older, but. And they were just like, they got on straight away. It's like they had board games and shit like that. It's like, done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
The problem is, Craig, next Friday your daughter will turn up. So what time are we going?
No, I know there is that. There is that.
They
But
know it, don't
I
forget.
think we're
Yeah.
going around there. We're going around their house next Friday because she breaks up from school on Thursday. So I've got
Your
about.
daughter will be like, it's not a micro pub, Dad. Come on, move on.
Yeah, I ain't
I'm
going.
glad
It's not a micro pub. I'm not going.
Yeah, I'm not interested, Dad. Sort it out.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? She'll be like that soon. We're going to a micro pub or a normal pub, Dad.
When you say soon, about 3 months, she'll know. She'll know.
What you got there, Jamie? Sorry, I didn't mean to say
97%.
No, 9.7%.
it.
Bloody hell, 9.7%.
It looks to me like
Bringing out the big
97.2.
He's moved on from that sour pretty quick, isn't he? He's
Yeah.
like, right, I need something proper now.
No, I don't want to become famous. See you later.
Oh, I can't even say what's in my fridge. I've got like Camden Hells and that Ukrainian lager, which is really good, by the way. And some other random stuff. I've got no IPAs or nothing, no decent.
Smells a bit cheesy. It really
Best
does. It
before
smells
1942.
like cheese.
It's probably my feet, to be fair.
Someone's either stuck their feet in that, Jamie, or they're
I'll put my socks back
Yeah,
on. You'll be all right now.
Phil. I've actually I bought some Madry for my sister's boyfriend. He said, I can't get hold of that Madry. It's meant to be nice. And I said, yeah, a couple of my mates.
Do you know what? The Madry thing is causing a bit of a stir. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
Is it? I've heard
yeah,
it's.
well, Madry's turned up in like every shop in the world over fucking night. It's
Yeah.
like it's
Not
much
mainstream,
better than
is
most macro lagers. I've actually had a few Madry. I've got a couple in the fridge. It's actually okay. It's not
It's
a
not too
decent
bad.
thing.
It's not-
It's all right. It's all right. Don't think it's gonna like change the world because it's not.
It's
No, but-
They've Molson Coors have spent a lot on pushing that. They've
Yeah.
really
It's not-
like
it's
because, like you
okay.
said, it's an overnight thing where it's like boom, it's it's like
yeah, it's literally
every
appeared
pub
fucking
font.
everywhere. It really
yeah,
is,
every pub font,
The guy in the shop
like,
went,
yeah.
they had 3 glasses in the shop. Went to get the 3 glass of Madry when we sold out. I went, oh shit, because I drink it like it's cheap. It's £4 for 4 cans, so and it's okay. It's like it's much better than your Stellas, your local macro lagers. It
Okay.
really is. I'm gonna say, like, to be honest, at the moment, the macro lager, if you want a macro lager, it's £4 for 4 cans, would be that. It's
Oh,
not.
that-
It's not a decent craft thing or anything, but it's pretty
It's
good
all
when it's ice cold in the summer. It is really all right. Yeah. I went in the shop and went, we sold out. And he went, it's our promotion. He went out the back. He went, we got no beer, no promotions, no glasses. I went, you're a dick. Actually, I should have done it yesterday. Picked a load up for the weekend. I was quite annoyed. So then I ended up buying. What did I buy? I bought 8-pack of Camden Hells.
So you bought some.
They had-
You bought some.
Yeah,
good
but,
beers.
which is it's okay.
I
really I really wanted loads of lager because, like, burning hot day, I was like, do I drink IPAs? Do I drink bloody sours? I'm like, nope, I'm drinking loads of lager.
Just do what I do, whiskey and coke.
I can't drink on a summer's day. So I
Fair
end up with, I don't think I've tried that. That's a
I
decent
saw
thing.
that in.
was that in Lidl?
I saw that in Asda.
Yeah,
today or
it was in it's in most supermarkets. Lidl promoted it last week.
Yeah, I
during
saw
this
that
sort
in
of every
Lidl. I
week.
was tempted to pick it up, but I just
I nearly avoided it. I bought 2 crates in a week. It's actually
Yeah.
a really good beer. I was quite
Oh,
surprised. I
right.
thought, oh, no, it is AB and Bev, so it's
Yeah.
basically they've got the recipe from a Ukrainian whoever made it, and they brewed it over here. But it's proper decent. I was quite shocked. I thought, yeah, I'm going to drink
Yeah.
4 and like sell it on eBay or something. I thought it was going to be terrible, but it really wasn't. It's a really
saw it
decent,
in,
good stand lager.
I saw it in Asda.
For a
I
macro
saw it in
beer,
Asda today.
that is 10 times better than
Yeah.
anything else I've
I
had.
saw
in
it
my
in
life.
Asda. It was in Asda. It was in Asda. I
Oh,
saw
was
it?
it?
Yeah, I know Sainsbury's doing Tesco's did a big promotion on it. But yeah, if
There
you
you
can get
go.
a pack of that, it works out £1 a can.
Huh.
$9.99 for 10 cans of beer, and it is really good.
Yeah, cheap.
Really, really worth fucking drinking. Yeah.
And it's supporting the Ukraine as well.
Yeah, but that was what annoyed me. It supports Ukraine. They'll probably get about 2 pence each. That's another
Oh,
thing
yeah,
about the whole humanitarian.
Yeah,
thing.
where's
They
that
have
actually
to-
going and all that? Yeah.
A bit more.
Yeah, I
But
haven't
because
delved
of the
in.
war, there might be a bit more.
Yeah, well, we all know that, but like, I should have delved in. If I Google it, they go, "Oh yeah, all the money goes to that." No, it don't. It goes to AB and Bev. Probably a couple of quid might come out of it over
Band-
1,000.
Jumping on the
Craig.
bandwagon sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know what the scenario is with the money going to
I
humanitarian
think
aid.
It's interesting. A lot of these charities as well. When you donate to them, the amount, like for every pound or every dollar you donate, like the percentage that actually ends up, in the hands of the people.
Yeah, they give us a
Like, it's
percent,
anywhere between kind of like 10 and 35%.
and it might end up about 0.5
Yeah.
by the time they've ground it down to the bottom level. Yeah, I don't read into that anymore. So because it had like what I looked at? It was like the yellow and blue flag colours. I thought, oh, I'll try that, and then I read the box and went, no, I'm still going to buy it, and I bought it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm going to be honest, a very bloody decent lager. Really is.
Yeah. I mean, you're trying to up Outfield, and it's all a plus because it's a good bloody beer as well.
Yeah, but to me, it's £1 a can. But like, by the time it comes down like through the processes and what goes back to Ukraine, it might be like two p a can. Doesn't matter. I'm not sure. AB and Bev is like, anyone trusts AB and Bev? Because I fucking don't.
Yeah, they've got
the biggest macro beer company in the bloody world. So
they've got a few quid. They could just brew it and all proceeds go.
That's the thing, because I thought obviously it's not imported because obviously Ukraine are not brewing any beer at the moment. I totally understand that. Everyone does. But it's on the back. They've actually got the recipe from this. It's supposed to be the best lager in Ukraine, what it says on the can. And AB and Bev have shipped the recipe over and brewed it in this country, which they state on the back of the can. And I've drunk it, and to be honest, AB and Bev have done a good job. I'm not sure what it tastes originally, but it's a good beer.
I think Luke Johns put one of the best comments of the night.
Phil, shut the fuck up, probably.
I don't know.
Well, no, we went on a bit of a mission. No, I'm going back to Stuntman's. It's actually, to be honest, Craig, this is actually my live stream on another channel. I thought I'd pop on here for a bit.
Cool.
It went a bit mental.
I don't want to upset Steve either, but yeah.
No, it's all cool. Like we're doing.
Yeah, but he gets upset easy, so I'm like, I've already told him, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And what's he do? Worry about more than.
Well, no, but I don't want to stop his stream just because I've gone live. You know what he's like. It's like just do your stuff.
Oh yeah, he never mentioned this. I said, oh, I might pop one Craig if I'm allowed on. He went,
I said, no, just do. Don't worry about it because I don't. So
I know who Jagman is.
That's weird because Jagman's now sat in the. He's literally sat on his lap. Are you in the same bedroom? That's really weird. That's so weird.
I know who Jagman is. He's the other place.
With the other two, because one of them is me.
No.
Right, my missus ain't got a clue what's going on. Do you want to introduce yourself, boys?
Hi. You're right.
I'm Jake.
So let me just get the comments off so you get the names up. There you go.
I'm Jake.
Right, so we've got
Jacob Beer.
We've Jacob Beer and we've got Jamie C. There we go. So Jamie C at the bottom, Jacob Beer at the top.
You've probably seen Jamie C in the comments before, no doubt. So.
Oh yeah, most of them. My missus is like, who are these people? She don't know who you are, Craig. She's like, who's that Craig Bit?
Sorry, but
She's like, I drink whiskey. Who's that Craig with that?
Yeah.
But you know, Jagman is. That's classic.
You know, it's a Jagman. I don't know why.
I'll tell you the one the hat looks like.
Who? The one that Keith Lemon.
Oh, we've heard this before.
I need to leave this live stream. You look like Keith Lemon, Craig. You need to change your lifestyle, my friend.
We've probably got a similar sense of humour if I was proper out of it. But
actually, I reckon you're more clever, and he's just a dick.
Well, I'll take that, but I'll take his money though as well. So yeah.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, he's made a pot of money. Will you stop poking me in the head?
No.
What's going on? The daughter's just poking me in the face in the background.
Oh,
well, that could be nasty in the ear. We won't have them headphones.
Yeah,
it could be annoying when I swing back. You know what I mean?
We should have clean ears.
No, you don't know me then, do you?
What's going on? There's no party in the room. There's no disco lights in the room.
Oh no! Do you know why?
It's back in the living room, love.
Should we get the pole dancing club fired up?
my
I
cousin's
can't
not
believe
here.
you noticed that, Jack.
My cousin's not here, I'm afraid.
Oh, no.
My cousin was a pole dancer, was really
Nothing
weird.
gets past.
First time I met her, I was
nothing
like,
gets past him.
I mean, she sounds okay. She sounds okay, the cousin.
Tony went, "Oh, this is my cousin." I was like, I couldn't even speak. Honest to God, that's stunning. Like I
And
don't
then
know
you met,
what we call a
Mum.
stunning nightclub.
and
God,
then you met
Oh, God,
Mum, my auntie Sue.
yeah, she was really angry. He died that night.
Yeah, she probably all like that.
Yeah, basically, it's a long story. Her family in London consisted of a nanny, which was, well, something to do with like the Cray twins, and then we won't go down that road, and then we had like a cousin Samantha, who was a lesbian with a pole dancer, and she introduced me to her, and nanny went, "You make her tea and coffee. She's never had tea and coffee in her life." So I'm sat there with Samantha, who's a sexy pole dancer, and her nanny, who's related to the Cray twins. So I couldn't work out what was going on. First time I met her family.
And my
Yeah,
nanny told her,
It was awkward.
my nanny told them, if you treat her like shit, I'll haunt you in your dreams.
No, she just said John McVicker around, which was really scary. Yeah, we didn't like any of that situation.
Did she?
Mm.
Oh, bless nanny.
Oh well.
Anyway,
You
moving
got,
on.
you got to laugh, didn't you?
Yeah.
No, I've never
Yeah,
shit
you got
myself so
along
much in my
while
life.
you cry.
You did
The
after.
London family go, "You're dead, mate." I'm like, "Am I?" I'm from
Yeah.
Hampshire. What do I do?
Welcome to the family, they say.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. The worst thing that was ever said in the fucking Sopranos, welcome to the family.
Oh,
I'd rather
shit.
go to
What?
Tesco's.
Is that old mate Needles? He came to London with us, didn't he?
That was awkward. We had a homeless hobo, a friend of ours, Noodles. I saw him today.
So did I.
He's on loads of drugs. He's all pissed up. We went, "Fuck it, you come up to meet the family in London." We opened the door, and the London family went, "You lot
Why
can come in.
aren't
Who the fuck's he?" And they went, they pointed him out literally on the doorstep. "He ain't coming in unless he wipes his fucking shoes." And I was like, "What's going on here?" He's one of the best mates from years, but yeah, he's a proper sort of he's a hobo homeless guy, and he's like punk haircut. He's got all the like scraggy old leathers on, all that. And they went,
everyone's like,
"Wipe your shoes when you come in.
whatever.
You two sit
Oh,
down. You
Wipe
shut
your
the fuck
shoes.
up and get it. Yeah, wipe your shoes."
Shut the door as well.
And that's in the middle of London. I'm like,
And shut the door as well, didn't
fucking
it?
posh. It's posh up there.
Didn't she shut
Well.
the door on them?
No, that was Gibbo. Slam the door with Gibbo.
Another friend of ours.
No.
Actually, met Brad tonight.
Yeah, he was on. He was on. I just see him on the old. Over on Steve's.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good lad.
Brad's a good lad.
Yeah.
Shelby's from Manchester.
He's Manchester.
He's not. He's from Birmingham.
I know.
I keep doing this joke like, yeah,
yeah,
man, twice. Yeah, he's threatened to kill me twice in a week, so I think he's a man. He's a man.
Don't come with us.
Can I ask, is Christina still going? She was drinking some drink through a straw. She was pretty merry.
I've heard
He's
about
doing
it.
like Malibu mixes and some sangria stuff, 7.27%.
I knew she had a beer. Well, I knew she'd had a drink when she was going on about the old and all that.
Yeah, she lost her shit with the autism thing, and I was like,
yeah.
"Steven, I think you're autistic." I went, "Yeah, I do too."
All that, but she was losing her shit with the old.
I actually turned
the
around
talk of the
to her and
gun
I
thing
went,
and
can we
stuff.
not talk about autism?
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm just. Yeah. I don't get involved in conversations.
But I'm not. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I don't get involved in that. I've done it before over the years. It's like you get to work out. Actually, it's probably not a good idea to talk about it. 'Cause
Yeah,
go
it's a case of
it's just
you get
pointless.
involved in a certain conversation where people are
Just
trying
you're not
to
going
do
to bring
something.
in people. Then you're going to get people in a chat. Oh, you fucking talk about you're from the UK and all that bollocks. So it's like, just don't talk about it then.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point, Craig. It's like if we talk about it, someone gets upset about it, fuck off, go to another stream. No
Well, there is
one cares.
that. I just, you're never going to win though. It's just like, nah. Would you know? You know, it's like, nah, bollocks. I won't talk about it then. Done.
So Steve's
moving on.
live has been going for 6 hours. More
He
than
has,
6
and
hours.
the live is Stuntman and Trilby. I'm Trilby. So I just come to say hello to you. lot. I actually said to him, I messaged Jagman, went, I might pop on and see if Craig wants to be on for a bit. He's like, yeah, that's cool. I will go back in a bit.
Always
How
welcome to
many's
join
on? Can you watch it live now? Who's on? We've still got.
Someone
I've
left.
got it
Someone
on my
left. I
phone.
don't know who
I've
it
got
was.
on my phone.
So apologies.
He had about
about
4 or 5 on when I left. 4, I think. Geordie
Yeah,
was
there's
on.
4 on now. There's 4 on now.
So
Oh,
that'd be
okay.
Geordie.
It's
It's
Condon,
still going.
Tony Smith, MGC, and Geordie.
Oh, okay.
MG,
No, it's good.
Oh, that'd be Moose Scale, Geordie.
Yeah, Moose
Yeah,
Scale.
Tony Smith and yeah.
Yeah, not me.
You're not Tony Smith. Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
Someone left, and I don't know who it was. So apologies. I'm really bad.
We had BC left earlier. I don't know what happened to
No,
BC.
my stream. I think 2 people left. I didn't
Oh, your
realise.
stream? What, in the chat?
No, on the panel. I don't know.
Who was
I don't
on?
know. I can't remember. I'm really that's bad, isn't it?
Right, so you
Don't
got
even
someone
know
on
left.
panel, you didn't know. So if I disappeared now,
Don't even know who left.
you wouldn't know who I was either. Craig was
No.
rubbish.
No
Rubbish,
idea.
Craig.
Oh, I'm awful.
No idea.
Well, he didn't say goodbye.
Was someone in the chat?
No, someone on the panel left.
Someone
I
on the
can't-
panel was live
Yeah.
on the camera. You can't remember who it is.
Who was it?
No.
It's
It's only
it's
been
not
us.
me.
It's only been us. No one's left.
No one else has joined. No one's left.
I
It must
was
have been a- it must have
Craig,
been
are
another
you on
stream.
those mushrooms again, son?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, a few years ago.
Did you muck around with the set?
I don't know.
with the,
I don't know.
Didn't
I
shift
don't know
people
what
around.
day it is. I thought it's Thursday, isn't it?
When you
No,
said that, I was like, who
I
left?
thought of that.
Is it actually Thursday? I don't know. Is it
We
Thursday?
had,
Why
I thought
didn't
we
you
had
pick something,
6, don't
Sarah?
worry.
Yeah.
I'm just an idiot.
They didn't even say bye, the bastards.
I know. It's
What
like
do
you
you
didn't.
think?
Yeah, but didn't you say bye?
Oh, he
That's,
moved it, didn't he?
Craig, that's probably why you can't remember because
Yeah.
Please,
they weren't
Yeah,
here.
no one left.
20 quid. 40. Give me
Oh.
That'd be great if you went to like bed tonight going, those fucking bastards leaving you out, saying goodbye.
What is that in the background? Oh, I
That's
thought
just
that
typical
was
me,
like
man.
Southampton
It's
shit.
just like full of shit.
That's
Can't
great.
remember.
Oh,
Just
Fantastic.
dumb.
Tom.
so you get special moments like that sometimes.
Just one of them
Ooh.
things.
Yeah.
You're always trying to
Having a
remember
few-
everyone, and then you forget
Oh.
people that weren't there in the
Oh,
first
here he is, the fascist. What is Luke John in chat?
Fascist.
He is. He's a turncoat. 1 minute he's in fucking. Oh, here we go. Let's read his comment. If I can find it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Where is
Yeah.
it?
We're doing order.
In
We're
the
doing
glass eye, give a ghost Brad. So hang on a minute. We got Brad and bloody Luke in. Why
they're
are
both
you on
here.
stream? Oh, this is really annoying. I come here and they all follow. Like a
Guys.
sheep.
Well,
He
They
owes
were
me
here
40
earlier.
quid now.
how you doing, Rita?
He owes me 40 quid now. For getting his beer out.
Well, get me there. It's what I want some money. I went, how much? Oh, 40 quid a dude. Now realise what I said. Idiot.
Yeah. You got to pay up
Blimey.
when you make a
No
deal.
wonder-
You
No
got
wonder
to
you
pay.
got beer. Cheers, Rita. Hope you're keeping well.
Most expensive can in the world at the moment in time. But yeah, it's worth it.
Hope
Some
you're all
inflation
right,
for you.
my dear. Good to see
Yeah,
you. Thanks for
inflation for you.
Jagman, are you still doing the London Craft in August?
Yeah, I'm still doing that, mate. Actually, Craig
Craig,
sent
you
me.
doing that? Craig
got-
doing it? I'm assuming so.
Yeah, I'm doing Friday afternoon and Saturday afternoon.
Oh, Saturday. That's the right answer. That's what I'm doing, Saturday afternoon.
What dates are that? Is that festival again? Sorry.
Is it 12th, 13th, or
I think. Yeah, I think it's the
13th.
second
I can't-
weekend of August. I think.
yeah? That's
'Cause I've got Warrior
Yeah,
Fest, which I think is the weekend
18th
after. But
And the 20th. Good luck.
And how does that work? Do you pay an entrance fee and then like everything's free, or do you pay?
It's
for
all
whatever
in.
you-
yeah,
It's
you pay
all in.
50 quid. It's drink all the beer. Yeah, basically.
it's all in fest. It's
You
good.
get absolutely hammered on 50 quid.
Yeah, but the glasses are the size of thimbles.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
I
a
got
lot.
fucking trounced the last time I went to London Craft Beer Festival. Got
It's so-
absolutely wrecked.
Don't
So
try
this-
and
You get little glasses, but
That's
you
the
can
size of
start
the glass
looking
you get.
MPs
That's-
and
that's
that
the size of the
against
glass.
Christ.
Yeah, but it only goes to that black line. You only get filled to that black line.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So it's like there's
Yeah.
So you're not. It's
What
not a lot.
glass is that from, Craig? What
Do
glass
they,
is that
do
from?
they overfill though? Because I've
Last year.
noticed that through London there was a lot of overfilling.
Yeah.
They do overfill it, but like yeah,
And what are the
I was at
lines?
the
like?
London
What are
Craft
the lines
last
like
year.
for the beers? Are they like long lines, so it takes you forever to get a beer? Or I mean, you
No. There's so
no,
many.
you get
There's
served
so many
like straight away.
breweries. Loads
Yeah,
of
yeah,
breweries.
yeah.
It
Oh,
like
no,
if you don't want to queue, you don't have to. Just go to
No,
another
just go to
brewery.
another one. And then
the
you get
brewery
another-
list looks fucking awesome as well. So it's going to be, you got the big hitters like, I mean, you guys know more than me, but you got Dare and all that there and all that. And just, it's good. The ticket for me, I did look at it and think, oh, that's quite, but it's free beer. Every beer you go in there, you know what I mean? You're not paying
It feels
out.
like
But that can also be your downfall as well.
Yeah.
That can also be your downfall
You've got to be
pretty
I did
quick.
I did Brew
You've got to
by
be
Numbers Riverside Beer Festival, and it was the first one I did. Like I've done Brew London, I've done loads of beer festivals, but it's the first one like you pay up front, drink as much as you like. Me being a bit of a fucking, I don't know, a bit of a knob. I had a few IPAs, a couple of like decent, a couple of table beers, 3-4%. Then I found the Impy Stout, and there was like about 15 Impy Stouts. I think I did 8 or 9. By 4 o'clock, I couldn't see. I was like, yeah, it's all right, but literally a third of a glass. So this glass here, about that much of an Impy Stout from every fucking brewery. Yeah, that messes you up. So 10,
So
11,
what time-
12. I think
what
the
time is
biggest one was about 15%. It was crazy, but yeah, good fun.
What time does it open and what time does it finish roughly?
Well, the one I went to was I think we got there at 11:30 open, finished at 4. So
Okay.
that's 4.5 hours of drinking crazy, strong.
I think that London craft beer is similar, and is it 12 till
Yeah,
4?
I think it's half. I think it's
Yeah, I think it's 4
half
hours.
11 to
Yeah.
half. Yeah, half 11 to half
Yeah.
4. I think last order was at 4:15 kind of thing.
It goes
So
quick.
about 4.5
It goes
hours.
really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. But
The Brew
all
by
beer-
Numbers one was
do.
fantastic. If you go to Riverside, really good.
Before you're
As soon
thinking
as you drink
5,
beer, though, time just
Mm.
it's like triples in time. Just the way it is,
Yeah.
you're having a good time, and tight last orders, bye. It's like, oh shit, okay.
And it makes you not want to like get food and stuff like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
you almost
say
feel like
that.
the clock's on.
Yeah.
You say that.
Yeah, it's
At the
like
Riverside,
you got to get the food down you and the water. I learned that
Yeah.
this year at the Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. Craig kindly, I know I've mentioned it numerous times, but last year it got me back because I was absolutely smashed, no food. But you've got to eat. You've got to eat and take that water on because otherwise, it's great having a good time, but you'll
Yeah.
You can still drink
Well,
as much.
Craig got me back from London Craft Beer Festival to the train. Saw me on the train.
be. He's a
Get
good
on there.
man.
Get on that train.
right,
I'm not-
the weird thing being,
I ain't doing it this year, so don't get any fucking ideas, all right?
we've got David Wilson in chat. So David Wilson, I met up at the Brew by Numbers Riverside Festival,
Oh,
and he went,
I'm
eat something. He
nasty.
went, eat something. I went, I'm not eating. I'm drunk. I'm going to drink
You
beer.
got to.
Do you know what we had to eat? We had curried haggis. We had tikka masala haggis. It was one of the
Oh,
best
that'll
things
bloody
I've shot in my
lovely.
life.
That'll work. in
That
the
sounds
morning.
bloody
good.
lovely.
Yeah, it was the only annoying thing was that the mince was really minced up, so it was really fine. But the sauce and that was great. Yeah. So he is in chat. So David Wilson, what was that haggis like? He went through. You're okay. You weren't completely out of it. So he's
Yeah.
in chat. Yeah, the bad haggis.
Haggis is quite high end food, though, isn't it?
It's quite filling. It's mince and fucking, what is it, spices,
sheep
notes, and all
stomach,
that.
sheep
But yeah, lovely
stomach
nice.
mince or
Yeah.
barley.
To be honest, I don't think
Oh,
in
that's
that
pretty
case
awful.
is that.
Two-
I think
No,
it's just
they
mince
got
and
two
oats
legs
and
shorter than the
spices.
other, though, haven't they? So
Do you know what? That's because all the Scottish eat all the local fucking dodgy mushrooms. That's why they got 2 legs short than the other.
my granddad used to tell me a story about haggis when I was a kid. I'm like, oh, really?
They all do.
They're
Oh,
hard
yeah,
to
they-
catch.
Yeah, because they got two legs shorter than the other because they're always standing on a hill.
They're running around the mountain. That's what my
Yeah, that's what I
granddad
did. I was
told
like, I don't get it. It's
You
like-
don't get it.
no,
How
when
do
I
you
was a
not get
kid, I
it?
didn't get it. I was just like, why have they got 2 legs shorter than the others? Oh, they're all standing on the hill.
Why am
Do you know
I
what I mean?
explaining it to a full grown man? I need
I
to
know,
explain that
but-
to you.
But it's when I was a kid, though, I was like, I didn't get it. But yeah, I don't get it now. I'm joking.
He did. Right, anyway, I think I'm going to move on, gentlemen.
No worries.
I think I'm so
Right.
tired.
Yeah. Cheers for joining, man.
Oh, yeah, cool. Cheers for inviting me.
Cheers,
No,
mate.
you're always
Too many
welcome.
beers. Well, I'm going to my brother's bloody, not wedding, what did it? Barbecue to a wedding. What's that?
Wedding? He's getting married again.
Fucking, Well, he did, he's done that twice. I hope he doesn't do
You
it.
better, you better tell him you're getting married tomorrow, mate.
That's his
He doesn't know it yet.
Actually, saying that, his new missus now. Oh, God, there's so many new misses. But yeah, she's pretty cool.
His new missus, his current missus.
Yeah, is that what we call it? Current missus. I actually liked her previous to the other fucking 80s ad. But
no.
moving on.
No, I would have punched him sex.
Actually, he was married twice as well. He was married twice.
Oh, he's skinned then.
Yeah, oh,
He's skinned
one
now.
was a pain in the arse, second was an absolute fucking psychotic, crazy fucking woman.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Right,
Right, anyway, gentlemen.
Take care.
David,
Thanks.
you're welcome, mate.
No, you're always welcome. Take care.
Right, take care, mate. I might see you in a
later,
bit.
man.
We'll sit down.
Yeah.
Take care.
Take care.
Bye.
Cheers.
I'm going on to this motherfucker now.
Oh, nice.
Big old pint can from
Yes.
Arbor. It's their Okimo, which is a 4.4% power.
That looks new.
Yeah,
I've not seen that
it's
before.
Was that
Is it,
a 20 ounce?
it's 568 milliliters. So whatever that is, so it's an actual pint in a can.
Yeah.
So it's a Zaka, Citra, Idaho 7, and Mosaic.
Looks
Looks
good.
good.
What's the ABV?
I had the
4.4.
Oh, nice.
I had the Arbor. Is it all about? Is it Talibus or something? What's it bloody called? It's like a purple and pink can. It's all about Talius or something.
Yeah, it's the what's that called? It's like a pun. The name's like a pun.
Yeah, but
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It's Talus hopped.
Yeah, it's a fantastic beer. I've got to say, it's really good.
Yeah, they are so good. They're so consistent. They're like
Is it, who the hell was Talus? No?
Talus. Who the?
Talus.
Oh, that's
I
got to be a
don't
name
know.
of a beer, isn't it? That's got to be
I
a name of a beer, surely.
I mean, that's just me. I mean, it could be a thing, but I don't know.
What did you reckon of the Nottingham Beer Festival, Jag?
Yeah,
Was it this year, or yeah?
yeah, I liked it. You know, through a bit of experience, learn how to handle it a bit better this year, and
Yeah.
it was good. I mean, to be honest, it's been good both years I've been, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was good. I'm going to be honest. I don't know whether there was as many breweries sort of showcasing their best stuff this year, and I think Raggy had the sort of same inkling, but it was still great, still good.
Yes, that's the good thing about this beer community. You can kind of like sample all these places because I follow Cromie's channel, and Cromie was there with
Yeah, real
it,
good time.
yeah, exactly, and you can get to see all these places. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Well
Yeah.
beyond on the comments, so sorry. I didn't realise it was going on. I thought it was only I'm 10 minutes behind, but it feels like an hour. So I'm just going to put them up on screen. So yeah, this is all when Philby was here. The guy in the other hat who just left. He did leave.
The guy in the other hat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just in case
Do you know
there's
what I
any
mean?
confusion.
yeah. There is actually someone that left. I remember.
Yeah. That was great. I've had someone leave. I can't remember who it was, what they've left.
No one left. Just stupid. Oh dear. Always think to myself, oh, someone's left and I didn't say anything. There you go. But yeah, thanks Rhea for sharing and stuff if you're still there. I was getting on for 10 minutes ago, so apologies about the chat. I'm on the beer in Brum at 11 a.m. in the morning. Well done. Won't be getting up. Won't be getting until about 4 in the morning. That.
Stamina.
Yeah, it is. It's a good warm up. So have a good time, man. Oh, the 12th and 13th of August. So there you go. Free ticket includes all the drinks. So yeah, thanks for that, Luke.
So do you feel like you get the money's worth, like from
Oh,
the
yeah.
price? You definitely
Yeah.
get your money's worth.
I spent more
50%.
at the festival we went to recently than that.
Mhm.
Including
And you
They're
had
big-
to-
they're
you
bigger-
had
they're
to
bigger
pay for
paws, though,
everyone
aren't
at that one.
they're bigger pours, but I still feel I got through a hell of a lot
Yeah.
less beer for more money.
Yeah.
It's because
I'm quite
you're
happy
drinking
it's still
tap room
cold.
like pours, aren't you? You're drinking thirds at
Yeah.
least, aren't you? So it's
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
equivalent
I
of having that many
Well,
beers at a tap room.
don't know how much a third is in milliliters, so I think it's 150 for these glasses.
Mhm.
Up to the,
Well, are they 100? Are they 100 ml pours? Those
there
ones?
might be 100. I don't know. I have no idea.
Well, you just get through them. You just really get through them, and it's hard to
So-
to know in your head how much you've actually had
So
until it's too late.
that's the taster line, and the second line is a third. So it's half of a third, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably is
Well,
100. It probably is 150 then.
I don't know what a
Probably is.
third is. So.
So
So-
sorry. Did you say you have to pay for every pour in that festival you went to, or was that like all inclusive as well?
No, you brought tokens,
Okay.
Yeah, we had to pay
Yeah.
for that. So
but the minimum pour was a third. You
Right.
could get a third, a half, or a pint.
yeah, Dave, you have to let me know because you're going to the Great British Beer Festival as well, aren't you? So we'll catch up, man, for sure. We'll have a beer. Love this glass. I guess I don't know what you're talking about. It might have been someone else's. It might have been Jagman's.
Yeah, that's good glass. That's good glass.
This is a handy one.
Yeah.
These are good.
That's
little
good.
tasting things.
It's good for tasting. Yeah, definitely.
I've got 6 here, and I've got another 4 in London, I think.
Yeah, I've got so many different sort of small glasses now.
That's it.
It's crazy, really. I've got to do a bit of a cull. I've got to get rid of some. It's just too
You can
many.
pick up loads as well.
Yeah.
Just at the end of it's like the end of the festival. They're just everywhere. We can just
Yeah.
grab it when you go out.
Yeah,
So, but yeah, no, it's good. We will get through these comments. We'll power through. Tell me they will.
I think he was talking about the level of the glass that you
Oh
should.
yeah,
So
they're,
you
they're,
always-
pretty,
you always pour
they're
higher.
pretty liberal. Then it's not like they're sort of like
Well,
watching it go
yeah.
to that line.
Yeah.
They'll
yeah.
just chuck
It's,
it.
it's just, well, sometimes people they always give you a little bit more
Yeah.
and stuff. It's like,
The thing is, I don't necessarily want more. If you know what I mean, it's like a like.
especially some of the big stouts. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
just give me half of that, Paul. I
Yeah.
don't mind.
The-
Just give me half of that.
That's it.
Obviously, you don't want to like waste beer as well. But also, if you get something and you're not enjoying it, or whatever, you don't like either it's a smaller enough amount that you can just neck it, or you can just fucking tip it and go to the next one. That is one of the better things about all inclusive. But the trouble is, most of the time you'll just neck it rather than maybe at the start you'll go, I'll pour this one away. I'm not enjoying it, and by the end of it, you're like, fuck it, not having it.
That's probably one thing from the craft beer festival in Nottingham. Liam and Shane who come with us, they was just straight in on the stouts and the impies.
Yeah, but were they all right though at the end?
Do you know what? They weren't too bad, and I was like, fucking hell. I mean, they had a few pale ales in the middle because they was like, oh, feeling it a bit now. But
Yeah, you can't carry on like that. It's just you're gonna be in trouble.
yeah.
And just to Luke's comment, I think I said everything I needed to on Craig's stream when we were in that hotel room.
You just need to,
I don't think I need to elaborate any further than
I
my
can't remember what
my eloquent political debate.
I can't remember. I know he was lying on the bed like
Yeah.
Yeah,
doing all that. Yeah. It was good fun though. That's what it's
Yeah.
all about though, isn't it? The reception was pretty good to be fair.
And was the actual hotel all right?
That was all right. I'd stay there again.
What did you pay? What did you pay a night?
It was like 90 quid or something.
Was it that much? I thought
Yeah.
less.
Yeah, I know. I think because we had a cheaper one, but we cancelled it, didn't we? And we
Yeah,
got
'cause
this
mine
one.
was- It was like 6 miles out of town.
It was like 6 miles outside of Lewis, so I don't think we would have ever got there.
No, we weren't walking it. Not with
No,
anything.
exactly. Yeah. Whereas this one was in the town centre. So we booked it a bit late. I think it was was it like not 87 quid or something like that?
So, yeah, it's decent value.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'd
I think
do
it- I
that.
think it's worth it.
87 quid for the room, and then you shared the room basically. Yeah.
No, we got a separate room.
Oh, you got separate rooms. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's good. Oh, yeah, you don't be waking up to them smells.
It was already bad enough.
We done the live stream in Jake's room.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was
Fucking
wondering.
I ain't
because
actually-
I remember seeing you in a room together. I was like, okay. Yeah.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah, well, I was
We'll share a few hotel rooms, but it's nice if you can do it separately, especially in the mornings when you just want your own space for a little bit.
Yeah.
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 or a wank or whatever. But yeah,
Yeah.
you know, it's just
Oh, I wasn't going to say it.
It's
But...
funny, everybody was thinking the same thing.
exactly, yeah.
I just say it.
Because otherwise, if you're showing room, you have to go, are they actually awake or are they just sort of just pretending to like, are they pretending to be asleep?
Yeah, how thick are these walls?
Exactly, yeah. I'll
Did the
crack one out now. Yeah. I'll go in the bathroom, Willie here.
But yeah.
They're knocking the doors in the morning, and was you actually awake? Was you up and ready to
No,
go?
I wasn't. I didn't realise. It was like, oh, we know you've got to be out by 11. I was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, it was about 10 o'clock, and I thought, like,
there, chilling out at 10:30. I'm like, I need a shower.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm like, I better go then.
I was up at fucking 6, and then I was laid there for hours, feeling rotten.
Jesus.
I woke up, and then it was just in and out for the next 2 hours of just sleep.
Yeah.
I was just like I woke up, and then was like, I'm going to try and go back to sleep, and it's like, whoa. And then go and be sick a little bit, and then go back down in bed.
I wasn't sick. I was never sick. So
I was. It was that fucking burger just laying on me the whole night.
No,
Eat the
that's
burger.
why
And then,
I had 2 mouthfuls. Not a good idea.
Yeah. It was horrible. It was like
I was hungry, but I was like,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I got you a few beers the next night. So.
Just
yeah. That one's better. That one's better left red rather than said. Comment before.
I was just about to read the other one out, but
John's having second thoughts, I reckon. Or Luke's, or I'll say.
Yeah.
Not Luke John. I always call you John. Yeah, Luke's having second thoughts. He's like, oh shit, what have I got myself onto here?
That's one thing we haven't. Well, I'll let you do the next comment, and then I'll talk about it.
I don't know. I don't know. I always do one on a Friday, so only generally one a week.
What is everyone else doing live? Are they?
Apparently so. I don't know. No idea. Thanks for joining.
That's one thing we haven't spoke about is how good Abyss was. I'd love to go back there.
Oh, Abyss! I knew they were going to be decent, but they're actually miles better than I thought they were going to be.
And it was a lovely tap room, really nice. Even like the outdoor bit and the indoor bit were like both.
I wanted
really
to visit
cool.
because they gave me a bunch of beers at London Craft Beer Fest last year to review and stuff, and I've reviewed them. Really nice. I mean, the main guy wasn't there; he was at Glastonbury that weekend. So, but it's a really lovely brewery, and that tap room. We go inside, and it's like they've got so much seating that they have.
Yeah, and because there's even more, like you can go through the tap room, and there's seating like the other side of it as well, isn't there? Like
it's worth a visit. It's up there with Peak. But
the beers were good. The lager was like it was good. It just wasn't the lager I was looking for at that.
Cold IPA was probably
that was really good.
Yeah, he's like,
we probably should have had that first.
But you're saying, before you go, you want to try this? It's new. I was like, okay. I tried it. I thought, shit, that's more of a.
Because you came back and you're like, I just tried the cold IPA in there because we were just about to leave, weren't we? And it's like, well, shall I go buy a couple of halves or whatever, and we'll we'll have that. Yeah. And it was good. It was the best beer out of the bunch we had. I thought.
Yeah, it was awesome. I know, cold IPAs or whatever. Yeah.
It was more lagery than the lager we had from them.
Everyone
the lager was more like a pale ale, and the cold IPA was more like a lager.
Yeah. All right. Oh, okay. I don't know. Well, I don't know. I don't keep up with stuff. My beer of the year for very difficult. I've got there's about 2 or 3 that really stood out for me this year so far. One was what's it called? I had Goose Island. I had one of their barley wines, which is one of their
was it like the Bourbon County barley wine?
Bourbon County barley wine, 2017 edition. Had that in February, and that was absolutely staggering. That was so good. I think the other one was I think it was a Bottle Logic Impy Stout. I think it was a salted caramel. Impy Stout from Bottle Logic. That was good. That was a bottle share. Both bottle share beers. And then probably the beer the other had on Wednesday from the brewery. All stouts, barley wine stouts. I think it was a S'mores bourbon barrel aged imperial stout. That was 15%. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
You
damn
remember
good.
Jack
So there's three that really like stood out. All at bottle shares.
Yeah.
You couldn't afford to buy them to review them. Just
And I suppose at a bowl share, you're sort of like enjoying it together, and you're talking about it, and it sort of enhances
they were just so
experience.
good though, and
Yeah.
there were periods of the bottle share where I remember.
Yeah.
It was
Oh, exactly.
so,
Yeah. Do you think if you had the, like it's hard to say, but do you think if you had those sort of at home reviewing them, you would have come to the same conclusions, or do you think it's because you were there at the bottle share? If you know what I mean, because I think that adds to the enjoyment of a beer. You can have a shit beer, and but the people you're with, you can make it enjoyable, if you know what I mean.
there is that, but yeah.
But do you think they're just so good anyway that you would have thought they would? It's hard to say, obviously, because you had them at the bottle share. You didn't have them at home.
I've had beers before where they're okay, and then I got them back and done a review. It's like actually they're not as good as when I had it before, because I'm really kind of thinking about it.
Yeah, you dip into it,
and you're drilling down on it a little bit more. Your review head on, if you like. But I don't know. But they're the beers that really stood out for me anyway. That was a little while. When was that comment asked?
He's on a sauce. I see a saucy sipper.
I don't know where we got to. Comments have gone crazy in the last.
Is that a 6 points beer?
Yeah, it's a 6 Point brewery.
God, I haven't seen a 6 points beer in so long.
We don't get them over here anymore.
No, we used to. It used to be a Wetherspoon staple.
Is that a normal size can these days, or is that?
So this is 473 ml.
Okay.
Have they ditched those sort of like Red Bull style cans? Have they 6 points? Have they completely ditched those and gone for more standard sizes? Or
I don't know, to be honest. I think this is the first one I've ever had. So,
oh, really?
Yeah. So I can't really compare, to be honest. It's Mike's hot honey, lemon peel, chilies, and black peppercorn. God, that's
bloody hell.
No, just an idiot. Don't worry. Right. No worries. We got here, Jake. This is Jack Howard.
Oh yeah, he's been released from.
So, just saying. Drink bud. It's okay now and again. He'll be saying aye. Yeah, so that was my answer to that. Just on the I've only had one barley wine, but it was an aged one. I've had the normal stout a couple of times, but
those like when I had them, they were the Bourbon County, because they actually had the barley wine on draft as well. But I went for two different versions of the Bourbon County Stout when I was at the pub.
Yeah,
and they were both so good. But I actually preferred, I think it was the 2017, because that was the oldest one on there.
Cheers, Jack. Welcome in, mate.
So 6 points. So let me understand this correct. Was this a brewery in the UK as well?
No, that at one point a few years ago, you used to be able to get them in a lot of 6 points in bottle shops, and then you used to be able to get a lot of 6 points in Wetherspoons. They sold like free cans.
Yeah.
In Wetherspoons.
You had like
the crisp.
Bengali crisp.
Yeah.
What's the other one?
And then they did like the double IPA, because we did a review of it in Weathers. It's on your channel.
Resin,
in Wetherspoons. Resin, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it says here like Brooklyn, New York. I think this is. I'm pretty sure this is the first one I've ever had from 6 points. So.
And they used to do the sort of small cylindrical Red Bull style cans. Obviously, all cans are cylindrical. It's a fucking stupid thing to say, but you know what I mean.
Oh, someone.
Yeah, what's going on?
It wasn't. I can't remember who was.
Someone left.
They left without saying goodbye, but we'll never know who.
You're going to press the button.
Yeah, it was We still got the link, so
Right when he was saying something as well. Is it?
Yeah,
I reckon.
it
I
was
reckon his internet died.
it
I
won't
have to
work.
say, while Jamie's going back on, this is bloody lovely. This is
Oh.
really good.
And they're big cans, aren't they?
Yeah, I got it. I got it sort of just on the off chance a little bit. Just thought, I want a pale ale. I was like, oh, fucking buy a big one if I want one. Because I always think Arbor beers are decent. I always think they're really drinkable, really lovely. But this is actually really bloody good.
It's good.
If you
Yeah.
see it, definitely pick that one up.
They are good. Well, sorry, what was you saying? Have we moved
Yeah,
to-
Jamie, you got was it?
Yeah,
your
sorry,
internet or something?
I think I hit the wrong button there. I splashed a little bit of
Cheers,
drink
Brad.
on my laptop and it. Anyway,
Oh, shit.
yeah, I know what you mean. Those Red Bull cans, the sort of
Yeah.
size of the Red Bull cans that you
Yeah.
see. So they used to. So you're saying that 6 Point used to produce beers in those size cans?
Yeah, and that's what you used to be able to get in Weatherspoons in the UK.
Okay.
Yeah, and then because when they released Resin into the UK, because Resin was like one of their sort of at that
Like
time it was one of their like you can go and see beer reviewers like going crazy over it, and then they were like, yeah, we're gonna have it in Weatherspoons in the UK.
Yeah, but it's
So
like,
then like beer people were going out crazy.
$2.99 a can. It's like,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I can't remember if I was living. No, I mustn't. I must have just been visiting Canterbury, and we went to that Weatherspoons Craig and had it then. It must have been when because we never really hung out when I lived in Canterbury, did we?
Towards
So
the
it was
end,
after I left.
we
Yeah.
started hanging around. You fucked off to
Then I fucked off. Yeah,
Yeah.
got out of Dodge.
nothing to do with me.
No, bloody
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, this one is. I mean, it's a bit like a Blue Moon. Do you know Blue Moon?
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Like a
Yeah.
wit beer style. It's kind of
I want to try that Allagash White. That's the one I want to try.
yeah.
I do, but I think it's so overhyped. I want to try it, but
Apparently
like,
it's decent. Apparently
Yeah.
it's everywhere as well. Wherever you go, it's just there. It's like a standard.
yeah,
So, talking to my mate that goes to the States really regularly, he says wherever you go, generally it's just like,
Yeah.
it's the go-to.
It's definitely got that kind of hot sauce, pepper sort of afterburn, but not like overly powerful, you know?
Jack Howard's just done such an Ipswich specific joke. It is
Because-
hard to
Well, he's from
explain.
Suffolk. He's
Yeah.
from Suffolk, see? So there you go. Your neighbour.
Did you do laps around D's back in the day?
that. I didn't because I can't drive for one. The D's were like where the like Gary boys used to go
Like,
and hang
no
out
race,
and
like,
like
no
race their cars around, and it was just like like a car park, and then
Yeah,
like a bit of one way traffic in front of the train station. It's so funny.
souped up.
No, I didn't. I avoided those sort of places like the plague, Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to explain that one. It's an extremely Ipswich specific joke.
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're going to be friends now. Friends. Sounds
Ooh, Suffolk friends.
good. Suffolk friends.
Where in Suffolk are you, Jake?
I'm in Ipswich,
Oh, you are
county town. Come on, you Blues.
So what is it? So you because you mentioned Canterbury, so you like moved out to Canterbury and then you moved back to Ipswich, or
Yeah, so came from Ipswich, moved to Kent, went back to Ipswich.
okay.
That's the very short version of the story. But via living in France as well.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
and then back to Canterbury.
Yeah.
So it was Canterbury, France, Canterbury, Ipswich. Is how that went. Yeah. So, but and then
Which
me and
one do you
Craig.
like most, Canterbury or Ipswich? I mean, I know you're living in Ipswich now, but
Yeah, well, we live in Ipswich because we moved back to Ipswich because my wife got pregnant. So we thought, shit, we can't have like nobody around. So we moved back to Ipswich to be around family and whatnot. But I love Canterbury. Canterbury still feels like home when we go back. Yeah, so we might move back, maybe. But yeah, it's hard when you got your sort of support network and the kids are still so young, sort of thing. But yeah, no, I absolutely love Kent. I love Kent.
Yeah.
Love Canterbury.
I think I mentioned it before once, but I spent a summer down in Suffolk, lived in Parham, close to Framlingham.
Yeah, I remember you saying, yeah.
It's probably the best summer I ever spent, to be honest. It was warm down there, just fucking love the atmosphere. Everybody.
Suffolk is beautiful, and it sort of took us moving away for like 6 years to when we returned to like really, because when you're a kid. Yeah, when you're a kid, you go, oh, fucking hate Ipswich.
Yeah.
Gotta leave Ipswich. And then when you sort of come back, you actually, oh no, there's good bits everywhere. It's like you realise that it's like even the town we lived in France, it was like, you just understand that that's just a town where normal people live. It's like you go there on holiday and like, oh God, we could live here. It'd be so nice to live it. Okay, go get a baguette every day. And then when you live there, you're like, oh, it's just like living anywhere. Yeah. Except you're in France and it's the same shit you have to cut up with. And
shit kicks in, yeah.
I don't know what that means either. I know Portman Road is.
Portman Road's where the obviously the football ground is. Yeah, it's also where the hookers are.
All right. Okay. Good to know when I come up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's been cleaned up nowadays because there was obviously
cleaned up.
There's obviously that mass murderer who killed a load of hookers.
Oh yeah, there is that. There is that.
Yeah,
as well,
so I think that sort of got. I don't know if it's quite the same as it.
Not so many around
as it used
now.
to be. It's not like the red light district of Amsterdam.
I shouldn't joke about that. But, yeah. Oh well. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not going to say anymore. Too late, really. But no.
Yeah, don't ever double flash.
No.
You do.
Well, if you said, I'll see if Jack knows this one. Talking about dog and sites. If you know.
Talking about talking.
If you know Nacton Shores.
Yeah,
I'm going to say it to Jack. Jack, do you know about Nacton Shores? If you know about dog and sites.
Of course he knows.
He doesn't know about it. He owns it. He knows it.
He owns the plot.
Cheers, David.
The plot thickens. Yeah, that's a bit wrong there.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. I must visit Portman Road.
Yeah.
Shit football, great prostitutes.
Keep that down a bit.
That's Ipswich Town slogan.
Divorced live on the channel.
It's always good to score a goal, isn't it?
Yeah.
The divorce live. Yeah. Yeah. I would take it straight down. I'm like, nope.
Yeah. I've actually been to Portman Road, as in the actual watching football for ages now.
Yeah,
I used to go quite regularly. I know I was never a season ticket holder, but I did used to go quite a lot.
Thank you, mate. Have a good weekend.
I've been to one game. That was the time that I lived there.
Oh, really?
99.
Oh, that's a pretty good time for Ipswich.
You're in the Premier League then?
Yeah. Actually, one of my mates, he goes in there. Gee, he comes in Ipswich. He's like,
you see him everywhere. Even when I lived in France, I had an Ipswich shirt on, and somebody started speaking to me in French about Ipswich, and I couldn't speak French. So my wife was like translating. It's like saying it was like he knows about Ipswich, and there's like, and he said about like Portman Road, and I was like, why does he know about Ipswich?
Yeah, Bobby Robson.
Monsieur Bobby.
Was he old? Or?
This is also my
No,
mate.
he weren't old. He was in
Oh, right.
like a trainer shop where I was like buying some trainers.
This is also the mate. He got to his about fifth 2/3 of glue. I think he was having pints of glue, and he said he put his
drink.
Yeah,
Okay.
he said, I'm going now. I said, where are you going?
I thought he was on the glue. I thought he was on the glue.
He said, I won't be able to speak after this.
It's like that.
All day of glue.
It's like, fucking hell, you know some people.
I said, where are you going? He said, I'm going nowhere. I'm putting the glasses down now. He said, I won't be able to speak after this one. And then he waddled out after that beer. I was
He
like,
bottled out.
yeah, be safe in your Ipswich top.
Yeah. That's the thing. Funny. But no, Ipswich were, I remember in the late 90s, they were pretty decent for a while.
They're a pretty famous team, weren't they?
2 or 3 years, they were.
Well, especially in the 70s and everything. I mean,
Well,
they
yeah,
had a good run,
yeah.
but
Well, even TalkSport, old Alan Brazil, he used to play for Ipswich, didn't he?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't listen to it.
He used to play up front for old Ipswich. I'll tell you what, it's all coming back to football knowledge now.
This was against Notts Forest, I guess. I think they won.
I know Warblers Week.
Yeah. Back in the day, Notts Forest. Well, Forest back in the Premiership now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, they will be.
Yeah,
next season.
I'm really. I mean, I've always followed them anyway, not because of Raggy, but just have anyway. It's just like one.
I think Raggy's still dancing in the streets.
to this day,
It'd be interesting. Or can they? They've got to stay above Fulham. I think Fulham are going to go down.
Yeah.
They always do. So,
Well, Man United in every pre-season game have scored 4 goals now, so we're going to win. We're going to
don't
win.
worry about it. Don't worry about that.
You can't get caught up in it, can you? It's not. You got to just enjoy it.
Pre-season means nothing. There's no points involved.
No, we beat Liverpool 4-0. That was great.
Don't get carried away with that.
No, you can't, but you got to enjoy it.
It just went. A lot of things went for us, and
Yeah.
it's a pre-season. Doesn't count. There's no.
Yeah.
What trophy did they win for that? What was that?
I think it was the
Played one
Thailand
game and won a trophy. What's
Thailand
that?
Trophy Cup.
Some cake or something. What the fuck was that? Cake trophy.
In the humidity of Thailand, they give them a cake.
Don't get it. It's just bizarre. Jack saying, "I do not." Is it? He doesn't know Nacton Shores.
no, he does know. He said, "Do I know Nacton Shores?"
Do I? Oh, do I know? Oh, of course you do. There you go.
That's best friend. Cousin.
Steve Wright and the Sussex
Jesus.
Strangers was my dad's best friend.
Yeah, real best.
You started something now.
Yeah. I went to school with one of the victims'
Oh.
nieces.
Jesus Christ.
Bloody hell.
That was a crazy time to like live in Suffolk,
Small world.
well, especially
Small
Ipswich.
Small
world.
It was
And I remember watching.
it was just like crazy. It was so
you-
weird to be living in that. I was in
you
high
was-
school.
you was- right, you was up there then. Okay.
Yeah, I was in high school. I was in high school when it happened,
Oh,
and
wow.
it was just everywhere. It was like, don't go out, don't do anything. Like more to like the girls and stuff, obviously.
So you probably would have been all right, Jay. You wasn't a
Yeah.
hooker or anything like that.
Yeah, no, not at that time. That came later when I was hard up.
It was quite famous. You see documentaries on that shit now. It's like Jesus.
It was one of those things that you were like, you were watching the news and you saw the places where they were, and you go, well, I've been past that place like a million times, and that like you're driven past those locations. It was just weird for it to be happening in a place where I'm sure when it was the whole Yorkshire Ripper stuff and all that sort of things, people were thinking like, and it was just weird. It was just a very strange time.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
I mean, when I used to live up near Ely, I used to go, oh, what's the name of the place? There's a place just outside of Ely, where them two little girls got bloody killed and stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Fucking sick bastard. I can't remember the name of the place. It's right next to Ely. Used to drive. I remember watching the news and where the news reporters used to stand and that right in front of the sign and they used to go past in the car. It's like fucking hell. This is really happened. You know, it's like
Isn't it funny how that whole like media stuff, like because I distinctly I remember that, and I remember being like as a kid, because I was a kid when that happened.
Yeah,
and being like, I remember being able. I was one day I was allowed to play out in the road, and we played football and stuff, and then the next day it was like, no, you're not allowed to go outside. It was like it was a distinct shift in sort of what you were allowed to do because of one media. Obviously, it was all fucking awful. It was awful what happened, but it shows the impact of the media is just instant, like overnight. It's like, well, it can happen to your kids next, sort of thing.
Yeah, mongering. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, life is great, but even I say my daughter's 27 now, and I always say, don't trust anybody. You just got to be lucky in life and not be in the wrong place.
Well, and I mean, we're four white males.
Yeah, the name of
it's sort of obviously any shit can happen to us, but it's sort of like the fact my wife can't go out without some sort of like plan.
No.
She needs a and it's not me. I'm not saying she's got to do it, but she's like she needs to know who she's getting a taxi with, when they're doing it, like what pubs they're going to. Like it's just insane, and like that doesn't even cross my mind as a problem.
Yeah,
like I'll walk home. I don't live in I have to walk. Like I live in an okay area, but I have to walk through a pretty shitty area to get to where I live.
Yeah.
Jack probably knows, but
Jack, corners waiting for you.
Exactly, but like, I'll still walk.
He lives in that shit area, so.
But I'll still walk through it and like go home. My wife could never do that, and it's just crazy. It's
but this is how much of it is actual, reality, and how much is it just kind of, perceived, issues. Like my wife was in the wrong part of Chicago once. She got off on the wrong, at the wrong station. She was walking around and this place is notorious for gang violence and shootings and blah, blah, blah. But, she survived, right? So again, you have to be really unlucky to end up,
I suppose it's about just not putting yourself in that situation. I think that's what it comes down to, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, obviously, it is probably over since. Like when you think about the. What the fuck's that?
I can hear it.
Can you hear that?
Jack's knocking on your door.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm here.
That was a weird noise. like the fucking devil was outside. So. But I can't remember what I was saying now. That threw me off there.
Yeah,
you're putting yourself in a situation where it might happen.
Yeah, exactly. Because statistically, you think the amount of women that do go out and stuff doesn't happen, but it's just the fact that it does, and it is predominantly women.
Yeah.
It's because it's predominantly men that do it. It's that's the.
Well, the ones I was on about in just outside of Ely, Soham.
Yeah.
So you probably heard of that.
Yeah.
There was two young kids. They was both Man United fans, weren't they? Ian Huntley.
Yeah.
There's all that thing.
Yeah, that's the famous photo. They're both in a Man U shirt.
And it's just like crazy. That was in 2002, and I moved to Ely in 2007. So only 5 years before.
Yeah, I was 11 in 2002. Yeah, so it was right sort of prime age.
Yeah, so it's like
I remember it. I remember that whole thing, seeing the news, my parents sort of like freaking out about it, and
it's literally 2 or 3 miles outside of Ely, to the east of Ely. It's like so it's like, and then you go past in a car. It's like
I mean, I was only actually saying the other day, when we was a bit younger, we used to go out a lot, didn't we? There was a lot of your mates come round and knock and all that, and you go out. But these days, the estates are a bit emptier because I think a lot of the kids are up in their bedrooms on the old consoles, aren't they? And playing FIFA and talking to their mates.
Oh
and-
yeah, I think there's a lot of that.
yeah.
I think so. I think playing out in the streets and stuff is just not a done thing. I think it's a combination of technology, but also of parents sort of saying, "Don't, no, you can't,
Oh,
you
it's only
can't go out."
cars as well. You can't go and play in the street.
Yeah,
So this is you make a good point there. Like when I was growing up, like in the street, you could play football because there weren't that many cars like driving up and down. And the
Yeah.
people who had cars, they were actually parked in the driveways if they had them. So like literally the streets were like clear, you know?
Yeah.
But like I actually, you know, I went back to the place where I grew up a few years ago and I was like, fucking hell, like you can't even play football here now. Because like there's like a car parked on sort of like parked on the
Everywhere.
curb. Do you know what I mean? Like
Everywhere. You can't.
yeah, it's like it's physically impossible to play it now in the
Yeah.
street. So
I can't even remember the last time I seen a group of kids on the street.
Yeah.
Oh, I can.
I've seen some fucking hoodlums around my way.
Yeah, I can.
Chasing them off like an old man, like,
Yeah.
"Yo."
Pain in the arse, they are.
Just give them
Yeah.
the sign, Jake. Just give them the sign.
Well, no, because we actually did have
It's like-
a bit of a we actually did have a bit of a problem because like they jumped over our fence and I like chased them, and then they did it again, chased them again, and then they threw like a McDonald's milkshake at our front door,
Oh god.
and so like my missus was like, well, this is getting out of hand now, so she called the police, and the police came around the next day, and they're like. Oh, how long's it been going on? I said, oh, there's been a few incidents, and they're like, did you do anything when they did it? And it's like, yeah, I ran out the door and like chased them down, and they're like, well, that's why they're doing it. Like, just like as hard as it is, don't like if they do it again, don't do anything. Like, let them do it. Call us while we're doing it, and while they're there, as hard as it is, you've got like if you chase them, they'll just keep cut. And then, funnily enough, like it never happened again after that. Like they just get bored of it. I don't know if they ever attempted it again, but we never saw them again. It's like I think I made it worse because it was like, "Fuck, bro, what the fuck are you doing? Get the fuck out!"
I mean,
like,
I think what I would have chased them naked. They would never come back then.
yeah. this was true of the day.
Then you would have been.
I would have had to strip. I was already fully clothed, so it would have been a strange
been in
choice to be
prison.
like, right, now I'm getting them.
Yeah, you
Always
would have
use
been
the
chasing them down the road naked.
Yeah.
Your Honour.
Yeah.
Because you said like we said about like if they do it, like shall we like film them, and they'll say like they'll just shout like pedo.
Yeah.
Like if you like so it's like I remember being a teenager and what cunts
Yeah.
they are. I was an absolute twat
Then
when I
you,
was a teenager. So I used to do knock and runs. I used to do the same shit that those kids were doing to me. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden, I'm the guy who chases them. Like I
Well-
remember the guys chasing us, and we're like, "Whoa, it's
but, like,
chasing us!" Let's
here's
go.
the thing.
Like, now you're the old bastard.
Yeah, now I'm the old crotchety bastard chasing them. It's full circle.
Yeah, like
you definitely got to do the Ricky Gervais thing, you know, where he goes up to that ginger kid at the school over the fence. He says, the ginger kid calls him a pedo, and he says, "If I was a pedo," he said, "I definitely wouldn't be after you, you fat little chubby cunt."
I've heard that before. Just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: like when you did stuff like that, if they would grab hold of you, they give you a fucking good hiding, and like
Yeah.
you wouldn't think anything of it. Do you know what I mean? And like your parents wouldn't as well. Like you know, they'd say like, "Well, you shouldn't have fucking done it." You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Well, it's
that's the
funny
dif-
because
that's the difference. Like if you do that nowadays, you're like in court for assault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because there was a bit of a because it wasn't just us that this little group were targeting. It was like loads of people that live around here, and because of like things like Facebook sort of like local communities, there was loads of video footage of it dotting about. And the great thing was on one of these posts, it was the parents. Like someone had put, "This arsehole was ringing my doorbell constantly, like banging on the door, like my dogs were going mad, and like whose arsehole is this?" And then one of the comments was like, "One of those assholes is mine," and like trust me, he's been reprimanded, and all of his like friends, all of his arsehole friends. That's almost the equivalent now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
almost
but
like yeah.
That's the way it should be.
And to be fair, after that, it did sort of like I think
That's the way- yeah,
that it's almost
So if I-
self justice.
What are you doing putting my son up on you know, and all that.
No,
It's
but
like,
it was the other way. It was the parent
that's
saying
good.
that arsehole's mine.
But that's good, and that's the way it should be. You know, it's just that
Yeah.
when the parents don't take any action, and
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause the amount of shit I did, and like it would have never got back to my parents.
yeah,
I always have to have that sort of thing in my mind. It's like I did it, like I never did anything crazy, but
Yeah.
we used to annoy people and
But
done
sometimes
stuff we shouldn't have done. And
the crazy stuff does come into you. I mean, I live in a lovely cul-de-sac now, and the noisiest person is probably me. To go outside in the garden and have a piss. But I used to live like in somewhere that wasn't so
in the
nice.
garden.
Yeah,
not
You
the
sound
toilet.
like Baggy. You sound like Baggy.
I try and call the fucking beers down in the fucking garage. Got to cool these down. Got to cool these down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to live in a really rotten area. That the house was massive. It was great. I bought it for very cheap, very long time ago. But unfortunately, over time, I used to have some lovely neighbours, and it used to be a great area. But over time, these people moved out, and certain other people moved in, and there started to be like 10 people living in this house, and a lot of druggies moving in. Some of the situations I got in was crazy. I had to literally drink to get through. I think craft beer got me through it, honestly. Wonder somebody pulled up on my lawn.
That comment.
I thought, what are them fucking headlights on my fucking front window? I went outside and there was some guy from next door. We had a few beers, parked up on my lawn. I said, "What are you doing, mate?" "Oh, it's not a driveway." "No, it's my garden, mate."
Fucking hell.
"You need to bugger off."
Yeah.
And then he said, "Oh, can I leave it here?" And I said, "No." And then he started sticking his fingers up, and I said, "I'm telling you now, mate, you need to move that car, phone the police." You know what I mean? It was just got to a situation where they was having parties from like 9 a.m. till 3 a.m. in the morning, like speakers in the garden and all that. And it was just
Crazy. That's horrible. Yeah, that's the trouble. It's like you can't choose your neighbours,
choose
can
your
you?
neighbours, yeah.
yeah, you can't
Yeah.
choose. And it got to the position where
You can
that
tell them
house
to fuck off.
had done
You
its
can tell them
job.
to fuck off though.
Because I was thinking because there's not many where the little sort of neighborhood we live in. There's not many families with like young kids, and I feel like when we go out and our neighbors see us, like we're the fucking loud family. Let's like screaming at the kids, like when the windows are open and stuff. It's like fucking stop doing that. What are you doing? It's like shit. Are we the loud family in this like area?
But you're probably a responsible parent. You say, "Look, keep it down. Try and keep it down."
Yeah.
It was this was mayhem where I was. It was like
That's crazy. Yeah.
Sure, there was about 10 kids, and they used to go on this trampoline. It was like, oh my god, and it used to go on till 11 o'clock at night. It got dark, and you thought it might quieten down a bit now. And it weren't just that; it was like there was people coming in out all night, drug deals going on, and I thought this house has done its job. Very luckily, it made me a lot of money, and I was thinking, so either I go to prison or I move now. So Jesus Christ. Yeah, I feel for people who are in that situation. I think it should be. I don't want people to hear me, and I don't want to hear other people.
Yes. Yeah. I don't like. I think when we went to Harry's house, Craig, and we were in the garden at Harry's house, if I was living next door, I would have been absolutely fucking livid. I would have been straight round.
I said to him at the time, I said, "We're a bit loud, mate." He said, "Oh, no, they're fine."
Yeah.
Well, they're fucking deaf.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They must be.
But no one even turned on a light or popped it. Maybe they were out or whatever. But like we weren't necessarily like being ridiculous. We weren't like screaming at the top of our lungs, but we were loud. We were loud.
We were drunk as well.
If it was late, you don't even have to be loud, does it? You can just be talking.
Oh, exactly, because it's so quiet. Everything else is so quiet.
Yeah.
Is that Blue Nose beer reviews? Harry?
Yeah, Harry. Yeah. He's got another one at the end of the month, another bottle share. I'm not going to that one, but
yeah, he was just with Rampant Lion James.
Yeah, I know. We're not going to go on. I know. Yeah, but apart from that, but yeah, they've done a few decent places in London and I think Bristol and Birmingham.
Yeah, I'm
How,
waiting.
how did they do it every day? Jesus Christ, that must have been fueled up every day.
Yes, that's a long haul.
Yeah, I'm waiting for James's update from Finland because I'm actually going there on Thursday, flying out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my wife is Finnish. I lived there for
I
10
remember you
years.
saying, yeah.
Yeah, I lived for 10 years there as well. So I'm actually flying out Thursday. Going to be there Friday. So I'm spending Friday night, Saturday night in Helsinki. And I was kind of hoping that like James would upload a review of different places so I could sort of like check out because I haven't been there since 2018.
Well, just use even if you're not on Untapped, download Untapped, go on there and.
No, I'm on Untapped.
Yeah.
He hasn't uploaded anything. So.
Oh
yeah.
right, but I mean for
I'm
site.
sort of like hoping he might do some. So James, if you're listening to this, if you're watching, upload something to Instagram or whatever, and give me some ideas.
I'll message him if I remember.
Yeah, I mean,
But,
I follow him on Instagram and obviously on YouTube, but
yeah.
I haven't seen any uploads.
He might be recovering in a
Finland
minute.
at least. Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah.
So yeah, I'm going to go there on Thursday and try out some of the new brew pubs that have popped up.
I am Luke John. I'm the old guy now.
He is. He's older than me. So he's old.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the.
I feel old though. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, no.
What you need to do is, Jack, you need to go around young Jake's house with all your materials. Just park up outside and say, Jake, let's have a beer.
What's that? Can if you want. It won't go down well, but you can if you want.
Bought a motorbike just to be obnoxious. So. You don't need a motorbike.
No, no, he does pretty well.
That's all right.
What are you drinking, Craig?
Uh,
Oh, I don't think you it.
Fanta.
Oh, the rest of your Fanta.
Yeah.
Oh, he's on a McDonald's Fanta.
Just camouflaged in a beer. So yeah, I finished the other beer, so I was like, oh, I'll drink that then, just to calm down a little bit.
Simmer down.
Because I had about 4 beers earlier, so
Did you?
5 beers earlier, so I was like, I had 2 beers here, so I've had 7 beers. I'm just like,
Yeah.
It's better, I find, when you spread them out though over a long time. It's
yeah, I'm
bad, isn't it?
fine now. No, you're not older than me, man. I'm 43, so
He's a young dude. Oh, Craig.
well, apparently.
You 43, Craig?
Yeah.
I'm 42, 43 in January.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, birthday's in March. So.
20, yeah, I'm 20.
How old
I'm
how
40.
old are you, Jake?
I'm 31.
Bloody hell.
Which
Yeah,
I think Jack got that right earlier. He did the math.
Yeah,
He did
well,
the
I
math
did
in
the
the
same. I did the same actually. When you said that you were 11 in 2002, I was like, "Fucking hell, he's born 1991."
I was born in 1990.
99.
December 1990.
Yeah, 79 I was born, so there you go.
Yeah, I'm January 80.
Yeah, I was March 79.
I'm like the bloody old governor of the.
You
Yeah.
should say like, who's got the biggest bicep? Come on.
Yeah, that's it. It's all that beer lifting I've been doing all these many years. 49 now. 49.
49. Fuck
Is it
off.
the big 5-0 next year, Jag?
Fucking
Yeah.
joking.
And do you know what? My birthday is on a Saturday next year. It was meant to be Saturday.
Yeah.
50. I'm going to invite everybody, all the beer tubers. I'm hiring out old Beer Gorilla. I'm inviting all the beer tubers, all my pals. So there'll only be about 5 of us in there.
But you don't look at though, Jag, man. You're very smooth. You look very smooth.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said you're 49, Jag. I would have put you at
I
like
also, all of you, like,
early
Yeah.
10 minutes.
All of you, like.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I ain't buying that.
Oh no, you are old. I
I ain't buying that fucking rubbish.
It's all this beer drinking. It's kept me smooth. I swear.
I'm gonna go on to this now, which I'm excited to try. Never heard of it before.
What is it?
Oh yeah, I've
It's
seen it recently online.
G Singer.
Giesinger Feinspilchen. Some sort of German.
Yeah,
Pills.
definitely German.
Yeah.
Is it actually German though?
No, it is actually German. Yeah.
I've seen it.
Bayer-Rich beer. It's got the little approval there.
Oh, the one.
Bayer-Rich beer.
Reinheitsgebot.
No, I think it's outside the Reinheitsgebot, but it's the Bayer-Rich beer one.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
It's in
I don't know either. Something to do with Munich.
It's from Bavaria.
Yeah.
The trouble is, it's all in German on the back. Fucking bastards! Couldn't they done it in English so I could understand it?
Did you get that from a supermarket or from a bottle shop?
I got it from Bottle Shop.
Jack.
Yeah, I've seen it around online. Or
Yeah, I'd never seen it before until recently, so I thought that's why I'd get it.
Yeah.
It's a free 30 bottle as well, which I found interesting. I know like some of them do free 30 bottles for like the export market, don't they? But
What did you
like
pay for that?
Paulana and it was cheap as chips. I think it's like £2.50 a bottle.
Brute, Jack. I go for Brute.
Brute.
The old man used to wear Old Spice. I go for Brute.
Brute IPA.
Yeah, Brute. 10% straight down.
Yeah.
All over.
Fucking hate Brute.
Yes, I know.
It's like Vosine shampoo.
Oh, God, yeah. Remember that? Jesus.
we give that to our kids,
Carbolic
Fosine shampoo, just to keep the fucking nits out.
Yeah.
Their school is bloody rampant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My daughter in like January this year.
Yeah.
Nightmare. Like, can you tell other parents to sort their fucking kids
Yeah,
out?
exactly. Yeah. We treat it. We do the fucking treatment, which is horrible in itself with the comb and everything.
Oh yeah, I've done all that.
And then you send them back. You send them back, and like 2 weeks later, it's like fucking hell. Whose dirty kid is coming back in?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like
Because it's not like the treatments are like too expensive. Like get the fucking treatment, get the shampoo.
No, it
and
can
get
be.
rid of them.
It can be.
Yeah.
But I used to comb it none. Like I combed it like none
Yeah.
at all. None. She'll come back one day. I'll go through it again. She's got 5. Something
Yeah.
fuck? And they're not small things. They weren't there the other day.
It's parents not doing the treatment.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's
It's
so
just
like
like-
you do the treatment, but it just fucking negates it because
But she's
I
got
know,
really
back
quite
in the
long.
day, my daughter.
so, yeah.
Yeah, she's got long, thick hair. It's like
Yeah, same as my daughter. It's just yeah. But luckily, it's not happened in a while. But there was a little spate of it where it was just like
yeah.
we bought like every fucking cream because like
Yeah.
we thought the things weren't working. We were like, oh, it's just not working. It's not. It's because they go back to school and then they just get it again.
What's
I
the after effects of nits? I mean, like what?
I don't know. I used to have them when I was a kid,
Yeah.
so that's not a good sign. I don't know.
Like, what does it actually do? I know, like, it's not nice to have it, but
I don't
like,
think.
It's just
what are
it's
the like adverse effects of it? Like,
just irritating, isn't it? Just you
Just
scratch your head, itch your head, Yeah.
Scalp and
get
stuff.
scabby, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't honestly know, to be honest. I
Yeah.
mean, I normally get them out before it has an
just
effect.
it's just uncomfortable, isn't it? It's not like it'll kill you, but it's just uncomfortable. You wouldn't want them.
It's a bit like when you used to get fucking stung by a nettle, you know. You have to find a dolly to rub on that.
Yeah.
Oh, you're fucked. So I've got to find a dolly. Otherwise, I'm scarred for life.
Just a little prick.
That's what they all say.
That's definitely what they all say.
it's like the kid when I was growing up. The kid that used to like walk into school with a buzz cut. It's like, oh, you got nits. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, like, supposedly, you know, I don't know, shaving your head gets rid of them. Did it though? That's the question.
No. Well, because they said like nits are attracted to like dirty hair, and that's actually not true. Nits like
clean- isn't it clean
it's like clean
Yeah.
clean
Yeah,
environments.
clean,
Like
yeah,
they don't
yeah.
want to go in like dirt. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's like what, right? You know, you always say it's other kids, parents, they ain't washing their bloody kids' hair and all that. It's bloody, they're nesting your hair and all that stuff.
But just look through your just.
Yeah, if you do the treatment with the comb and everything, you'll kill them. Yeah, but there's obviously parents that just don't do it, and that's how it spreads around the.
So I'm not paying that much. It's going to cost me a 4-pack of beer. You know?
Yeah.
They've never got rid of nits, so COVID ain't going away. That's what I say.
they run in parallel.
I don't know what COVID is.
Well, they want to sell more knit shampoo, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the conspiracy. That COVID just to sell more knit shampoo.
This will definitely get rid of.
It's actually Lynx Black I use at the moment, actually. Okay, I got it for Christmas from my nan.
And you still got it.
Still got it. Still going strong.
Yeah.
7 months later.
He's got half a can left.
Yeah, just a light spritz. I don't go crazy.
It's a can about that big.
6 months, more like 15 years later.
Yeah.
Funny. That's funny. Cool beans. God, it's 12:30. Jesus. The trouble you start late and it's like, why is it that late?
It's gone quick though.
It's good. It's been good.
Yeah, it's gone quick.
Well, see, I reckon Craig uses one of the knockoff brand. Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
Tusk from Asda.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? It's embarrassing, but I've actually got a whole drawer of aftershave. So I do I think I'm going to drink a lot of beer.
Whole drawer?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. I have got a whole drawer.
I have to say, I've been to many beer festivals with Craig, many hot, warm, sticky environments with Craig. Never smoked bad. It's always a good smelling fella. As we said, I don't know what he uses. It could be Tusk from Asda. It could be Tusk, but he smells good.
Most of it's natural.
Yeah, just that is a natural.
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 Yeah.
Yeah, I don't skimp.
What was the Asda knockoff brand for Lynx?
I don't know.
What there's a knockoff brand for Lynx.
But don't in the US they call it Axe, don't they? It's Axe body spray in the US.
Yeah, but I'm sure there was like a Lynx cheap version.
I reckon there was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon they all did them. I reckon they all had their own. I bet Audi has a great version. I want to know what Audi's version of Lynx is.
Probably the funniest comment.
Give it time, Jack. Give it time.
That's my dream, to be in a sweaty situation with Craig. Well, I've lived your dream.
Yeah.
Give it time. Give it time.
Jack is from your area, Jake. So you know.
I know. We should go get a beer. Go get a beer in Suffolk, a good Suffolk beer. I'll share my links Africa with
you. Everybody gets a link set for Christmas, though, don't they? Off their mum.
The thing is, there's that phase when you're like a teenager, and you go, oh, not another fucking set. But then when you're an adult, you're like, oh, well, now I don't have to buy like shower gel. Yeah. For like 2 months, like that's fine.
That's all right. Yeah.
It seems like socks. Like, hey, you got socks as a teenager. What the fuck are you buying me socks for? I want an HMV card or whatever.
I want a game or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. And then now it's like socks. Yes. Give me the socks.
So
all the socks.
So we go to Primark.
Yeah.
My mum still buys me a Man United calendar every year without fail.
Really? I get the from my nan. I get the Beano annual every year. I love it.
That's still going.
Is that still going? The Beano?
Yeah, my kid, my little girl, she reads the Beano. She's like inherit. I gave her all my old Beanos. It's like there you go. You just have
I do remember that when I was young.
Yeah, I got that was it a weekly?
Yeah, I used to get it
weekly.
Delivered weekly. Yeah.
Yes, I had the Beano probably from like 86 right through to probably 1992. My mum has every single edition. It's probably worth something.
Yeah, it
Probably,
probably,
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
probably is. Like the old Millennium Falcons now, they're going for a good price. I wish I hadn't given my Millennium Falcon to my nephew because he's just ruined it. And if that was still in the pot, oh, look, if that was still brand new, it would have been worth some money now.
What about the Dandy? Is that still going as well?
No, I don't think the Dandy's going anymore. I think the Dandy.
I do remember the Dandy, but
Yeah, I think the Dandy's defunct.
The Beano's definitely still going.
Yeah. We like get it for my daughter occasionally. She gets the annuals as well. But yeah, I get the annual every year.
They do a drink, don't they, of that? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not going. I'm not even going to. This ball.
the Guinness Book of Records every.
Smelly socks and the Guinness Book of World Records.
I'll
That.
Google that.
Dude, I just asked for beer vouchers. It's like just buy me Trembling Madness vouchers. Just give me them. They're like I know it's a shit present.
Yeah.
Wrap it up. Put
Used
it in
to be
the
Honest Brew,
box.
but they're good now. So
Yeah, it used to be Honest Brew, but
they run out of socks.
but now it's Trembling Madness. Just give me them. I've still got some left over from my birthday that I need to cash in.
How long do they last? These things?
I think like the Trembling Madness ones are just infinite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think they've got a sell-by date on them,
Such a good
as far as I'm
website.
aware.
I might get some beer. I don't know. There's no point if I'm not going to be here. So it's like,
Jack, you've got to go for the old, now he's been cleared. You've got to go for the Dior Sauvage.
Sauvage.
it's got that
I wear
randomly,
1 million and 1 million only.
randomly next to it.
You remember the older? I'll have the old sausage. The old Sauvage.
I exclusively wear, because I'm stuck being a 15-year-old, I exclusively wear dupe.
Oh, we
Remember dupe?
We all used to wear that back in the day, didn't we?
Wear some dupe.
It's just
Jesus.
Get it on you. So yeah, bit of Burberry.
yeah, Burberry used to be a thing.
Get the testers because you can't afford the full bottle.
Yeah, that's right. Burberry, bloody hell, yeah. That was all the thing, wasn't it?
It's fucking sad to say, but honestly, even to sit on YouTube, I put fucking aftershave on. I smell good. If you could smell me, I smell good. But it's like a night out for me. I'm fucking spraying. Right.
Night out.
Do you know what? Do you know what I've settled into is the one that I really like and the one that I use quite a lot is one from Next, and I just ask for that every year. I've just settled into it. It's I think it's called like 81 or something like that. It's like Next 81. Just spray that. Yeah, it's just what I've just zeroed in on. Buy me that. Because when people say what do you want, so just buy me that.
I just grab whatever.
That's the one I picked. That's what I'm gonna smell like until I'm dead. Just buy me that.
If it smells better than BO, I'll get that.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll
Just
just
buy me soap. I just need some soap. That's what I mean.
Until craft beer starts bringing out aftershave or deodorant.
Oh, no.
I want Ode de Faith.
Yeah.
And then people that have Ode de Punk IPA, like, oh.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you want yeah,
off.
a bit of punk.
Yeah, Le Punk.
The punk.
Punk
Fragrant.
number 5.
Fragrance from punk.
Oh, God. Could you imagine if they ever did come out, they started doing that? It would be.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
I think James Watt will be plastered in it when he goes upstairs.
I don't want to go into too much. I think he done an interview I've seen on YouTube.
I don't know. I've no
So-
idea.
Things that he's done and he's done wrong.
Oh, he did one of those. There's like a guy who does a CEO podcast.
Yeah.
And
I'm not
it's like, it's just a load of waffle. An absolute load of old. I've only seen clips.
So
to
is
be
that
fair.
the one where you're sitting on a bar rather than a
No,
fucking
no.
chair?
No, it's just sitting. It's just like a podcast set.
That's just another thing then.
Yeah. It's just another thing in the shitstorm.
Oh dear, that don't. Yeah. Apart from that, it's great.
So Jaw Savage.
Yeah.
Dog savage.
Le
Funny. Tanner. Where's someone? That's Tanner.
I thought Adam was going to join, Craig. Couldn't he say about?
I sent him the link about.
He
20
said
past
nine was fine, didn't he? But he said he got to pick up some tires or do some
I don't know.
job. He's always doing his job.
I was just about to say, he's always got a little job to do.
He's
Old
never
Adam, hasn't he?
doing a job.
Little task.
Have you ever, he's so busy. He's like the
Madness.
busiest guy I know. And he's got no kids.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Mad.
It's like, fucking, what's he be like? You'd never see him if he had kids. You just would never see him. Nice knowing you. But yeah, and I sent him the link at like 20 past 9 or whatever it was, 9:30. So he got the link.
I am on because today I actually finished work now at 12:30, Craig.
Oh,
So I was
right.
like, I was like, oh shit! I was gonna send you a message like, oh, I'll jump on for a bit, but then just life happens.
That's all right. I mean,
Life
I
happens
just
in the
do
week.
them things
Yeah.
generally solo. So
Yeah, you tend to do them Thursdays though, don't you? Normally, you tend
normally,
to do it like
yeah,
a,
I was a bit rough Thursday, so I was like,
Yeah. yeah. But yeah, I finished work at 12:30 now on a Friday, which is good. But it means I have to start. I have to start at 8. Start at
Yeah.
8 and then finish 12:30 on a Friday.
Yeah, but that
It's
doesn't
not so
normally
bad.
like doing 2 streams in the same day. That's the whole.
Yeah.
I normally do this on a Friday, and then I think I'd do that on a Thursday because it fits in quite well
Yeah,
with what I have to do around the house and shit. On a look after mum and stuff, and do the lunch, and then it gives me a couple of hours just to chill out after, and I can
Yeah.
go little up. So I was like, oh, so it fit quite well. Yeah, today I was like, oh, let's just do it today.
Yeah.
Woke up and
Yeah.
like sorted little and out. It got to about 11. No, not even that. About 12:15. Yeah, it's just going for a couple of hours. Yeah. But yeah, that'll probably be the last one for a while because of school holidays and whatnot.
school holidays.
I'll go and pick her up from school at 1:30 next Thursday. So
Yeah, well, because my daughter finishes next week as well. But today was the last day that I'll go and pick her up because we're doing like the homeschooling thing. So today, my wife will pick her up next week. But today was the last day where like I went and picked her up. It was quite a surreal moment. But like it'll probably be worse for my wife next week.
Yeah. But apparently on the last day they have a last day assembly or something, don't they?
I have no idea.
They're doing all sorts. Like they're having like a water fight next week and all this sort of stuff, and it's a bit mad, really.
Yeah.
But I think my daughter's ready for it. She's ready. Like she's been like since we've like made the decision to do the homeschooling stuff. She's been like just an absolute nightmare to actually get into school.
Yeah, I bet.
Been like it's like we're committed to doing to the end of the year, and that's what we said we're going to do. So like you've got like just enjoy it, enjoy what you're going to do, and there was a sports day and all that sort of shit. And
I don't know
So,
why I'm not
we'll see.
seeing your comments, East Coast. I don't know why I'm not seeing them.
You had one pop up from Twitch earlier, Craig.
Yeah, I did see it.
I was like, yeah. Do you stream on Twitch while you're doing these?
We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch currently.
Really? Hello, those different places.
There's no one, I don't think there's anyone watching on there.
No,
Well,
but
if you are,
most
let us know.
of it's YouTube comments, isn't it? It tends to
Yeah,
be.
yeah.
Because I think it's set up for comments, isn't it? Like YouTube's always been set up for comments.
Yeah, I don't know what the whole deal is there, but for some reason I'm not picking up East Coast LQ reviews.
No, I can't see them on here.
I went through.
Do we
I
check
can't
on the
see
actual
it.
stream?
I can't see your comments. It's not coming up. I don't know. What's going on.
Let me go on your stream and
I don't know for
on my
why.
phone.
I'm sorry that I didn't.
Oh, it's just said cheers, guys.
So why can't I say it? Why can't I see it?
It was the one before Henry said "lol, Jake."
No, not seeing it. Sorry, I don't know why. Apologies. But anyway.
I ran out of beer, so I've just opened.
Well, a full bottle of red.
This is New York. This is New York Pinot Noir from the Finger Lakes. There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
Bloody hell, you don't do things by halves, do you? just full measures.
Just by the bottle.
I don't know if it's your light.
That's interesting. That's like very light. Look at that.
I was literally just about to say that. I was just about to say your. I don't know if it's your light, but it looks very purple.
I literally have a light coming down.
Yeah.
So I think, like, if I look at that sort of, it's a lot darker.
Yeah. Even on the camera, when you poured it, I was like, that's very sort of almost ruby coloured.
Yeah, it looks like a rosé, like a dark rosé.
The darkest rosé that ever existed.
Yeah, but it's definitely got a rosé tint about it.
Yeah, I think it's just the light coming down.
Yeah, probably right. Yeah, that's the way it works with. When I do the
I should have shook it up before I. Ovid, New York. Oh, I've been to Ovid. Yeah, there you go. Bit of New York wine advertisement, Noir.
Yeah, it's cool. There you go. Didn't know you could get New York wine.
It's interesting, actually. Like, I didn't realize there was so much wine produced in New York. But I recently I signed up to. Let me show it you. It's called the Capital District Craft Beverage Trail Passport, and there's about 50-something, craft beverage producers within the region, and it's all breweries, wineries, distilleries, meaderies. I've never had mead before, I started doing this. There's like 50 something producers.
Bloody sweet. That's all I can say.
You have something like that in the UK?
Well, they do like the camera ones, but
you get a stamp from every
Oh yeah. Camera used to do. I don't know if they still do.
The camera used to do those passport things, but it's not like where it's heralding like independent producers like that one. But like it
looks good.
Yeah. It's good. It's a good way of finding stuff.
So,
definitely.
Well, exactly.
I'd do something like that if they did that locally to me. I'd do that definitely.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't realize there was like just in my local area. Like comparatively compared to the UK. I mean, like I'm talking like 100 miles north and 100 miles south, right? So like in my local area, I mean, I didn't realize there were so many wineries, and I only found them through this, passport. And I've visited, probably 8 of them, maybe.
All right.
Good.
So,
yeah, because like I really enjoy wine. I really like wine, but I just don't want to get into it.
right.
I just don't want. I just don't want another thing that I obsess about.
That consumes about like 100 quid of money every time you visit a place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the issue.
But I really enjoy it. Like I enjoy whiskey. I love whiskey, but like I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Beer's expensive enough.
Yeah, that's the funny thing, right? So there's 55 establishments to visit in this passport. You get a stamp for each. And at the end of it, you basically get a ticket to go to a craft beverage festival at the end, which you can basically buy for like $30, right? So you spend like $1,000 just going to like
just to fill it.
To get like a free $30 ticket,
But I bet you've had fun filling it though.
I have.
You would get that for your $30.
I mean, that's you're not doing it. You're not doing it to save money. You're doing it to like have fun and discover some places you would never even think of going. So,
and we all want all the stamps as well, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. You got to collect those stamps. You got to complete it. You got to complete it.
It's funny. It's funny actually.
Thing, isn't it? It's just like
it's funny actually. Like I'm kind of a collectomaniac, right? So like my wife. So we were actually at a winery just by chance, and then I looked across the next table, and there was a couple there drinking wine, and they had these passports. So I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And they said, "Yeah, this is a craft beverage trail passport. You get a stamp from each of the local producers." And soon as my wife saw it, she was like, "Oh no, here we go," you know. So immediately I signed up, and it was like, one every day then. So
Yeah.
it's been good though. It's been really, as I said, like really interesting to visit some places I would never even dream existed. So
Yeah. Well,
That's good.
it's funny you say about like the mead thing because I've had a few meads
I've had one or two now.
and I've enjoyed them. But like when we were at Harry's and we had that Schramm's mead, it was like that was just like crazy. It was just so delicious. You couldn't even like it had like a bit of a savory edge. It was obviously like ridiculously sweet, but it had a little
Crazy
sour
sweet.
tinge, bit of a savory edge to it. And it was
I agree. That's the thing with me. It's so like deceiving.
It's good.
You know,
That's the
it's
only
so
one I've had, I
deceiving
think.
that like
Yeah.
it's anything between like 12 and 20%, right? And
Yeah.
it's like, you drink it like you drink beer,
yeah.
Oh, it's so
It's
easy
a proper,
drinking.
proper old
Look,
whiskey. It's from way back.
There's
Isn't
no
it?
ABV
Yeah.
with them.
Well, because like I don't know how I think a few people said like the best beer we had was a mead. I like that whole like bottle share.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was good, but I did that. Was it a Free Fontaine we had was pretty.
Oh
good.
yeah, with the cheese, the Free Fontaine with the cheese. Yeah,
That was epic.
yeah, that was a chef's
It
kiss
was one of
moment.
them
That was.
moments.
Yeah.
I remember it well. It's like,
Yeah.
let's open this cheese and let's get a lambic with that.
Well, because Harry was saying like he was going to open the cheese, and then you came over and you were like, "Well, I think we should have this
with it.
with the cheese," and it was like, "Yeah, we got that." It was like, "Oh yeah, that works." So munch, drink.
It works.
Yeah.
It works.
Yeah.
So does cheese go with meat then?
No, this was like lambic.
No,
This was-
lambic.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
This is lambic. Yeah, we only had one mead that night, but it was bloody good. It was Schramm's, which is it's not a big producer, a well-known American producer of mead.
Okay.
But it was a Free Fontaine and was it a peat? I want to say it was
There's a Free Fontaine of lambic. Yeah.
yeah. What was
I do like
what did
that.
it have? Did it have a fruit in it? Was
With
it
a bit.
fruited?
Goes
I
down.
can't remember.
Yeah, can't remember now, but it was good.
No, it was good time.
Mm.
Good few days. But yeah.
And Luke John the other week he drunk a 750ml sharing bottle to himself.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Of the old.
What a Free Fontaine?
No,
I can't remember the beer.
Sierra Nevada. Was it Sierra Nevada? One of the Barrel. Was it Barrel Quad or something? Yeah,
Oh, that was it. The quad, yeah.
on his own.
How quick did he drink it?
I don't know. He reviewed it and he posted.
was he nursing it or was it?
I
No,
don't think.
you
I
know
don't
what?
know.
I think he was
No.
nursing it, actually.
He's
No.
he's in the chat, I imagine. So he'll tell us.
Hey, he had another beer after as well.
Oh, nice.
I think it's one of his old stock. He used to have a bottle shop years ago, so I think he's still got loads of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I used to do a few, but like it just tends to just take too long, and I get a bit bored of it.
Them
That's
kind of
the-
beers,
It's not necessarily like not wanting to drink.
Like,
It's like
yeah, and you
getting a
don't
bit bored of it.
I don't want that much of one beer. It's like, and it costs a bit of money. It's like that's an expensive review.
Yeah.
And they're more for shares, really. And
It's how they were intended, weren't they? They're intended to share, not necessarily hammer on your own.
No, there'd be just one beer done. I've struggled with the 750s I've had in the past. It's like, well,
Of like a lambic or something. Like, I'd
I've
struggle.
had Saison de Passion. That's a really good beer from Burning Sky.
Yeah.
I struggled with that.
Yeah.
I drank half of it. Lovely. It was good. That was enough. Because they're quite a regular bottle share beer.
Yeah.
And
It starts getting a bit too acidic, and it starts getting a bit warmer.
When
And
you're on a bottle share, it's such a good beer. You want a little bit more, and it's like, okay, let's test this. Let's drink the whole bottle.
Yeah.
A half a bottle was enough, and then it started getting more a bit of a slog, which beers can do sometimes, even if they're good. It's not to do with the beer. It's just
Well, I've had 440s of IPA, and you start drinking them and you think, oh, that's great, and then by the end of it, like, fucking hell, this is hard work now.
Heavy going, especially double IPAs and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not used to them anymore. I used to be. I used to drink all the bloody time, but yeah, now I'm like more pales. I can drink pales.
Yeah.
quite
Yeah, I watched your review of the Beak candle, and you said that in there. You're like, this is like, is it like I don't drink that many double IPAs anymore, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it? Am I enjoying it because it's double IPA or?
Exactly. You know.
Well, yeah,
Just get fatigued with it. Just get fatigued and start.
yeah,
It don't taste like an 8%, like you said, Craig, in your review. It's just
Oh no, but they don't.
yeah.
that's the trouble. Yeah,
So smooth.
But then flavour wise, apart from perhaps a little bit more body, flavour wise, you're getting this is the same as a pale.
Yeah. Well, like I say, if you drink loads of them, you can soon get in trouble, can't you? Or
Oh.
feel hammered because
Oh, absolutely. You know, just
yeah, because you even said in that review, you're like, you said it's refreshing.
Mm.
Is that like it's 8% and it's like refreshing?
it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be. It's 8%
Yeah, you're
refreshing
right.
beer. What's all that about?
yeah,
Crazy.
it shouldn't be, should it? 8% is like it should be when
Well,
they're
could-
refreshing.
Because one of those range beers we had, I think it was the first one. It was like the first couple of sips were lovely. When we were at that festival, I was like, oh, this is really good. But then by the end of it, even though I think we only got a third, even that was like beginning to be a bit of a struggle.
We were drinking a lot of
Yeah.
sour Lambecs and stuff.
Yeah, well, that was more what we were in the mood for that day, wasn't
But it
it? More of
just
that sort of wild stuff, and
It worked really well though, didn't it?
it's just what we were after that day. Like I think we're both a bit burnt out with sort of like because there was that whole sort of wild and sour tent,
Yeah,
and that was
that's-
more interesting. And then when you actually looked at the other tent, it was just like IPA, double IPA, IPA, double IPA, like, and that
Well,
was, and then there was like,
there was a crazy stout we had as well.
yeah. So there was a few things dotted in between, but that other thing was more or less just IPA centric, wasn't it? Which is because I mean that's what Beak do. That they're an IPA and pale ale producer
Oh,
predominantly.
No,
So obviously that's going to be predominant in their thing. But like we're more interested in that other tent. I think
Yeah.
we got a lot of beers from there.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm amazed Big they haven't done Strangers for ages. I don't know whether they just think they've moved on from it or
I don't
I
know.
don't know. They got to do Popple. They got to do Popple again.
Yeah.
I need that beer. I need that beer in my life.
Best pale I had last year. Was it last year?
Definitely. That was like my beer of last year. I brought so many cans of that.
That was awesome. I only
Yeah.
had it once, but it was like I think I'd done it on a live stream from the Ghost Whale out in their garden.
Yeah.
But yeah, really good beer. Really good. You find water hard work. I don't know. What's that reference to? Missed it.
yeah.
You're right, Jack. I have thought.
Yeah, he's not going to bite Jack, so don't.
Oh, it's Jack.
He's just a local.
Put the finger out, Jamie.
Don't worry.
All
Yeah,
that.
has to be done.
He's just testing. And he's just. Don't bite. You'll be fine.
I'm not. Don't worry. I know Jack.
No, he's a
I
nice
actually
dude.
know Jack quite well.
Oh, there you go then. So
there you go.
I ain't gonna say no more then.
He's a good lad, Jack, isn't he?
Jack.
Actually, a good lad.
Suffolk boy, nothing wrong with him.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Apart from
We're all good eggs.
At least you know who he is now.
that, strangling all the women. He was.
Well, of course, you get everyone, but
You know who he is now, Jake. So there you go.
yeah.
That was funny. Who the fuck's Jack?
You the fuck's Jack out.
I don't even remember that, so I apologise.
It's fucking absolute class, actually.
Oh, you go back. Okay,
Yeah.
cool beans.
It's funny actually because you know the YouTube community.
Yeah,
It really goes back seriously since well early COVID times. You know the live streams and that, and it. You know.
yeah. I think
You,
actually,
you see
brought a
the
lot of
same
people
names on different channels and things.
yeah,
so-
it brought a lot of people in. A lot of
Yeah,
regular viewers.
definitely.
Yeah.
and stuff.
It's one of those strange things because like we've always done this before COVID.
Yeah,
Right,
before.
yeah.
We've done this for years, like
Yeah.
beforehand.
We've always met up on
7 years
live
doing-
streams and
doing this stuff. So it's not new.
Yeah.
But then everyone else
No.
started doing it. Newcomers coming, which is great.
Yeah.
But then other ones that never took part in anything, they started doing their own thing. And
Yeah. I mean, and again, meeting people in real life. I mean, I actually met in New York City in February, some people, from a channel
Yeah,
that
cool.
were there on vacation. And, we met up, we had a few drinks. It was great,
that's what I mean. It's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Most
no
people-
doubt, like I'll be over in the UK at some point and,
Yeah, just let us know.
we'll meet up and
Yeah.
Yeah,
have a few
just
drinks.
let us know. I think Joey's over at some point later in the year, but I don't know. He doesn't know for dates. He's not for sure yet. But
Square table
yeah,
degenerate.
like that Joey. Yeah.
He's good. I'll probably meet him in Cleveland at some. Actually, Cleveland, I go at least once or twice a year. I keep, saying at some point I'll, message him and say, hey, let's go and have a.
Cheers.
I know he doesn't drink anymore, but just kind of meet up and have a chat.
Cheers, how you doing? Cheers for joining. Nice one. What are you drinking? Anything decent? We've got some mozzies coming in here now. The trouble you have the window open, it's just like
Yeah.
kicking things. I ain't shutting the window though, bollocks. So,
No. Luckily, the light of the iMac is keeping it bright enough. So keep the actual main light off to keep the window open. I hate Mozzies. They do my head in. They fucking do my head. I don't know why. They just.
I should have got some of these
Yeah.
mesh net things, but
Es ist ein wirklich ein kleine Welt. It is a really small world, Jack.
I'm glad Jamie can read that.
I looked at it and thought, I'm not reading that out. No offense.
I thought he was just talking in like Suffolk lingo. All right, boy, you're slightly on the her.
You know,
No, they say bo. They say bo in Suffolk, don't they? All right, bo.
Is it? All right, boy. All right, ba. No, they say ba. All right,
Ba. Sorry, ba.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
No idea. I don't know.
Oh, I think this guy did come on before, and he said
I've seen him on
He
other
would shave his
streams.
head. I've seen him on the
Shave
stream.
his-
They say
Yeah,
shave his head.
I've seen this before. Yeah.
All right, ba.
Yeah, I've seen this before. I think it's one of the American streams. I'm not sure, but yeah. Wow. I'm sure you are. But anyway, it's 1 a.m. I'm going to close this down now. So
It's gone very quick. I have to admit,
Right.
Craig, it's gone very quick.
really quick. It's like I need
that's what she said. That's what she said.
That's-
yeah.
I've heard that
yeah,
more times than I care to admit.
it was a very long stream. But yeah.
I've never heard that. It's a very
What, a
long
long
stream.
stream?
Never once.
It was a long stream. We're talking
Is
about.
that it?
We're talking about. You're still in the gutter. But,
Is it
thanks,
in?
thanks for joining. I appreciate you guys joining. Everyone in the chat and stuff, and Henry for doing his sharing the stream out and stuff. Really do appreciate it all. So yeah, Jack Howard. Cheers for joining. And Luke John, and there's others, I'm sure. I can't go through the whole list and stuff. So
Trilby.
Phil
All
joined
those
as well.
guys.
Yeah, don't forget him. So yeah, do check these channels out. I mean, you've probably seen them on other channels and stuff. So yeah, it's quite a nice community between us all. So yeah. Anyway, thanks for joining. You'll take care. Have a good weekend, and see you on the next one. Cheers for now.
Boom.
Yeah, boom. Who does that?